What's good? Ace Attorney is back! I am so excited. Without further ado, Turnabout Corner. Yo, Fixer, hello, Riley, Taichi, Choo Choo. We're playing Ace Attorney. I am in a good mood because we are playing Ace Attorney. We've got a bike. Time to jail some people. So true, Combo Storm. So true. Hope you are doing well. What is happening? There's this one dude with ramen on his head. One dude pulling a house in a cart. Spinning big crimes, little crimes together. And when the wheel stops... BANG! Bang, you are dead. You die. June 15th, 9:12 a.m. Wright and Co. Law Offices. Oh shit. Okay, well, okay, so I think for Apollo's internal lines, I'm just gonna read them normally, but when he's talking, I'm gonna scream a little bit. 2 months have passed since Mr. Gavin's arrest. My first trial, and I lost both my mentor and my job. Yeah, I'll admit it, I was screwed. But even when I hit bottom, I told myself I'd never come here. Honest. Here being the legendary Wright and Co. Law Offices. Okay, Justice, time to stop trembling. Am I home alone? I am not home alone, actually. My fiance is currently on the TV playing Stellar Blade. Yeah. Who is this? This is probably Trucy. If this is Phoenix, I'm going to scream and cry. Ah, you must be here for the interview. Right this way. Huh? Hello there. You found the right place. Welcome. What's with this girl? Well now, shall we begin? Begin what? Right, first things first. Any special talents? Talents? Yes, well, you must have at least one. Well, I guess... defending? Wait, is the mic, like, really peaking when I do that? Hang on. Defending? Oh, it still goes into the red. 1 second. Okay. That's better. That's good. Hi, Marokeus, Mitsu. Hope you both are doing well. Defending. An unusual talent, but it'll do. With a little jazzing up, of course. You think so? Well, let's give it a go, shall we? She low-key looks like Emma Skye. Emma Skye is probably like in her mid-20s right now. Do I know who she is? Oh no, we only have Phoenix Wright, a pianist who can't play a lick! Formerly an ace defense attorney of some renown. Alright, never mind. Maya and Emma the same age? Maya is 1 year older, I think. Huh? Go ahead, show me. Defend! Just give it all you've got. Don't hold back now. What are you talking about? I can't just defend here. First lesson, a professional can perform anywhere. Thanks. We want people to be laughing with us, not at us. Thanks. But I'm not sure why they should be laughing at all. What? What exactly do you think you came here to do? What? Defend... No? You think and you're not super sure, but this is probably the worst case on the level of the old man case. Maybe not that bad, just... What old man case? The worst case thus far has been Barry Big Circus, case 2-3. You're saying that case 4-2 was worse than— oh, I'm gonna cry. Excuse me, but do you know where you are? Huh? The Wright & Co. law offices, right? Oh, I was afraid of that. Don't worry, you're not the first. Look, what's going on here? Who are you? I came here to meet with the person in charge. Well, you've apparently made no fewer than 2 mistakes. Mistakes? But I got a call from Mr. Wright this morning. Perhaps you should go read the sign out front again. What's there to read? Look, it says right there. Wright & Co. Oh. Why does it say Wright Talent Agency? Oh my god. What happened? What happened to my lawyer office? Who's this? Welcome to the Wright Talent Agency, where you've always come to the right place. I'm Trucy Wright, CEO. I'm a magician. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. It all came flooding back. The trial. That girl. Yup. She's Phoenix's daughter. Trucy Wright. Here, check out our flyer. So, what's your name? Apollo Justice, attorney at law? What the fuck? What happened to my menu? My menu floats now. There's no bar anchoring it to the screen anymore. Holy shit. Who's that? Who's this? Is this Trucy's real dad? An old sepia-tinted photo of a man in a silk top hat. Who's holding that fork? Probably like a pipe in the spaghetti, I don't know. Hi Radical Cup, hi Lukewarm Toaster Oven. That's my favorite magician. I want to be just like him one day. Sure, nice. Guess it's good to have a role model, even if he's gonna be well over 100. Oh, rude. What is going on in this house? There are all sorts of strange paraphernalia sitting on top of the piano. Those are my magic props. Practice, practice, practice. Professional never leaves their weapons far from reach. But you can't play the piano with all this junk on it. No wonder Phoenix sucks. Oh, no one plays here anyway, and the neighbors complain. I guess Mr. Wright really can't play. More magic paraphernalia. Whoa! That fork is floating! Not. Why do you have a plate of plastic spaghetti here? That right there is the whole reason I became a magician. Do tell! I saw a plate just like that in a restaurant once. The floating fork looked so real, that's when I knew. Someday, I'd make magic more amazing than that spaghetti. What is this package? That's one of those— oh, it's not even at the package, okay. It's one of those hula hoop things everyone was crazy about way back when. Really? I had no idea these were that popular. How old is she? She's 15! How old am I? Apollo Justice Attorney at law? She's too young is all that matters for this case? You'd think Apollo's like 20? How old is Apollo Justice in AJAA? Okay, I'm not— Google didn't immediately answer, so I'm not clicking on any of the wiki articles, so I guess I'll just never know. Really? I had no idea these were that popular. I'm not so bad with one myself, actually. I'm still learning. So you can really make someone levitate with it? Show me. Girl, what? Huh? I have no idea how. It's just a normal hula hoop, isn't it? He's 17, apparently. He's 17? It's over. A blue silk hat, just like the one Trucy is wearing. Oh, that's just for show. Don't wear it, please. Last thought from my mind, honest. Apollo gave his age in the first case, didn't he? I wasn't paying attention to it, I guess. I don't remember. I put it there so clans can see it and know who I am. Nothing says magician like a silk top hat. A strange split box leers at me from the wall. Is this one of those boxes for cutting people in half? That's right. This cabinet is used for an illusion called the zigzag. I've seen one on TV, but why is one sitting here in your office? Oh, it's a little big for me, you see. So I'm using it as furniture. Hats in the top, shirts in the middle, and pants down below. I think it's a nice touch, don't you? It's not exactly what I'd call welcoming decor. I gave her the same voice as Maya. It's over for me. Plant! Is this Charlie? Ah! Don't touch Mr. Charlie! Mr. Charlie? Apollo's 22? Oh god. He's been in this office much longer than I have. Daddy's mentor had a great fondness for Mr. Charlie. He's lived here since Daddy was a rookie attorney. Huh, Mr. Charlie. Right. Apollo Justice? You put some respect onto Charlie's name. Now I take care of him. Yeah, I guess like when we met Maya, she was 17 and this kid's like 15, so it's like close enough. I will give her 15-year-old voice. That table doesn't look very sturdy. Oh yeah, you can't see it all that well, but like, it's literally just like one stick. Oh, there we go. You've never seen one of these? It's a magic table. So, like, you make this teapot disappear? So you might think, but that's not it. Before your very eyes, the contents of the pot change. From Earl Grey to Darjeeling. Kinda hard to see the difference, I think. All these legal books must be Mr. Wright's leftovers. There's a lot of unrelated books in here, too. One trick a day, magic for idiots. You'd think a pro magician would aim a bit higher. I guess that's it. Girl? Hello, child. Did you know? Did you know that I'm a what? Oh, I've seen one of those before. That's an attorney's badge. It looks just like the one Daddy used to have. Now if I take this badge and do this and this, see? It's gone. Hey, my badge! What'd you do with my badge? No need to worry. Just look in your pocket. Huh? Oh, no way, my pocket? Oh, wait a second, there's something in there. It's a flyer for your agency! And here's your badge. You can have it back now. That's the last time I let her touch anything of mine, period. That was not the magic trick I expected it to be, but she's kinda slaying. Oh, the UI. So, is this really a talent agency? You bet! Daddy started it 7 years ago when he quit law. Of course, we only have 2 people signed up right now. 2 people? Does that include you? Trucy, right? Magician extraordinaire. I've done a lot of stage shows, paid too. I am a professional, you know? I mean, if you've gotten paid, then by definition you are a professional, I guess. Oh, right. Promise to come to one of my shows, okay? Let's see. Oh, and the other person our agency represents is Phoenix Wright, pianist extraordinaire. Your dad, in other words. Didn't he say he couldn't play the piano? Our agency doesn't see that as a problem. Why, there are many magicians who can't do magic. At least you're optimistic, I'll give you that. Damn. That's crazy. Do you think the government gives them unemployment income? Are they on welfare? Not extraordinary, he's extraordinary. Ordinary? I don't really know how to say that. So, you're Phoenix Wright's daughter? That's right. After Daddy quit law 7 years ago, I promised I would keep him fed. So, I'm kind of his sugar daddy. What? Wait, so she's been just, what, working since she was 8? Because the Phoenix lost his badge 7 years ago. And that was right after the events of the case with like Misty Faye dying. Hang on, when was that? Bridge to the turnabout. February 6th? And then what, it's currently June? So like a little bit after that? And then he acquired a child. He did not have a child, like, on February 6th, 7 years ago. So, he found himself a child. He stole a child. He could have had one 10 years before. You think Phoenix Wright had a mysterious love child when he was 18? And then what? The mom like died real shortly, like after the end to the previous game. And then what? She just fucking rocked up and was like, "Hello. It me. I know you just lost your job and stuff, but here we go." Nah, that's wild. Hey, no way. Not when he was still being tricked by Dahlia. If he were 18, that would be before he met Dahlia, right? Because Dahlia was when he was 22, 21, so it was 3 years before that. No. I'm in charge of this whole office too. Pretty amazing for a young lass of 15, wouldn't you agree? 15? How old is Mr. Wright? Daddy? Oh, he's 33 this year. I'm sure there's a good explanation, I hope. This one woman I met like 16, 17 years ago never told me I had a daughter. Once I got disbarred, I went on a self-reflection journey and found out for myself. That's how you would imagine it to go. Yeah, I think like if that's the case, then I don't think I will like her because she feels a little bit retconned. I like the headcanon, or my current headcanon is Phoenix just like kidnapped a kid. Just off the street. Like in a mental health spiral, like after getting disbarred, he just took this kid. And she was like an orphan or some shit, or like effectively an orphan, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with her, and then she just yoinked her from like an orphanage or something. About Mr. Wright giving up law. It was because of that incident 7 years ago, wasn't it? You know about that? Not the details. I remember the news, though. It was a big deal. Unfortunately, this game happened, so she does have a reason for being his daughter. It's just that 15 at this point is way too young. She should be 23 or something. Wait, she should be 23? Doesn't that mean Phoenix Wright had her when he was 10? What? What? She's adopted, right? Since you said something like that, that means she's adopted, right? I don't understand what you mean by 15 is too young. But I'm sure we'll get there one day. So I hear. I was too young to understand what was going on. I'll ask Daddy about it next time I get a chance. Daddy, right. That reminds me. About Mr. Wright. He gave me a call this morning to come in. Daddy's not here right now. He's in the hospital. If she wasn't adopted at most, she could be like 7 to 9. Well, like, the Phoenix, like, had a kid out of wedlock at age 18 theory. It's like, it is a theory that could have happened, but, you know, I guess not. I guess not. Okay, Phoenix is in the hospital. The hospital? Yeah, he's on strict bed rest until he gets better. What? Oh, okay. Which hospital is Mr. Wright in? I'll pay him a visit. Please don't be Hottie Clinic. Please don't be Hottie Clinic. Please don't be Hottie. Oh, okay. Oh, the Hickfield Clinic. It's quite close. Right. Well, I'll be going now, and I'll give this showbiz gig some thought. Okay? Like, Phoenix wouldn't take care of a kid he knew he had. Yeah, I don't know. I think like if he like broke up with a girl on like bad terms when he was a kid, and then like the girl just like disappeared, and then she like died like 7 years ago, and like just dumped the kid onto him. I feel like that's very tropey. It's like a very tropey storyline that I'm describing, but like this game is very tropey. Just like El No Sabe, he was unaware. Wait, I'll go with you. What the fuck is this? Phoenix could have that kind of luck, but he wouldn't deserve it? Yeah, absolutely not. What is this? Is he watching Steel Samurai? Holy Steel Samurai DVDs, what is this garbage, bro? Are we getting more da 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 da? So, this is Mr. Wright's hospital. No! 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 Has he lost more teeth? I'm unaware. Also, this lump on his forehead was not there before. What voice did I give him? Visitors, are ya? Yeah, are you the doctor? Wait, he got renamed to Hickfield? His name was not Hickfield before. Wait, why did his name get changed? This is the same guy. Unless it's not the same guy and there's two of him? Like, bro's paternal twin is just running around also being a fucking creep? Yep, Dr. Hicksfield's the name. Good morning, Doctor. I'm gonna. It says Elise Donimark. Maybe it is Elise Donimark. I'm not reading this. Is this Daddy's room? Oh yeah, Zip's gone for a morning checkup. Be back soon. Hey, what's good, Phoenix? What's good? I'm so happy to see you on my screen. I would like to see, I would like to think, right, that Apollo just immediately, whipped his head over to Phoenix as he entered the room, just like, let me look at anything else. Anything else. Doctor, the nurse was looking for you? Why is the sentence so vile? The past, 3 or 4 lines of dialogue have been so vile. Bye, 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 bye. Fucking pedophile. Wow! What an odd bird that guy was. Good morning. Didn't expect you so soon, Apollo. Mr. Wright! Mr. Wright! I'm alive! What's that? Looks strangely familiar. How did you not recognize an attorney's badge? It's been 7 years. I've forgotten a lot of things. I guess some 7 years are longer than others. They said that it's been a long time since this game came out. 对，但是这个 Apollo Justice 的这3个游戏，Apollo Justice 怎么说 ？I don't know。就第4个、第5个和第6个游戏就刚出来嘛，在 Steam 上，或者在电脑上，就这个。I don't know how to say trilogy in Chinese. Oh my god, I'm throwing. Be right back, opening up Google Translate. Is that spoilers? 请不要。对，虽然好多年了，但是这是我第一次玩，还是想。If mainland China videos pop up here FYP, and when she started speaking about my sleep rage and she's got awakened, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, what's going on with this man? What happens? So, what happened? Who could have imagined it? Me, victim of a hit and run. Did my man, step in front of a car? You were hit by a car? Oh, he tried to swerve. I'll give him that. Picture me tossed 30 feet through the air. Only stopping when my head hit that telephone pole. Huh? He's still alive? You hit your telephone pole with your head? Are you okay? To be fair, he survived from eating glass with poison inside. It was empty. The bottle was empty. Thankfully, my only injury was a sprained ankle. What? He really is as lucky as they say. There's something that, well, it just doesn't sit right. I just can't believe you have a daughter, Mr. Wright. And she's so big. Not fat, but you know what I mean. Oh, Trucy's still a child. Daddy, how many times do I have to remind you? I'm not a child anymore. Oh, but you'll always be Daddy's little baby. I can't read this with a straight face. I'm too immature. But you'll always be Daddy's little baby girl to me, Trucy. My foot, I'm not buying it. Oh, something you should know about Trucy. She's a magician, right? She told me. Not a mere stage magician. She's a genius. Daddy. You'll soon come to appreciate her talent. You can just tell me things instead of insinuating them. So, why did you contact me? What could the Right Talent Agency possibly want with me? No need to get prickly now. Have to be dragged in like this. Huh? But didn't you come into the office of your own free will anyway? Well, yeah, of course. Help! We're in big trouble here at the office, Big! I thought someone was dying! So you don't think this is big trouble? My talent agency represents only 2 people, and one of them is in the hospital. That's right. Daddy, how are you gonna pay this month's rent and the groceries? Yeah, that's the problem with such a tight operation. It's a symbiotic relationship. When one of us falls, the other 2 must fall. This isn't exactly a suitable conversation to be having with a 15-year-old kid. In any case, if Apollo here can't help you, you'll have to transfer to a new school. Again. No, Kit, I only just made friends. How could you do this to me? To us? Polly! Huh? What? Now it's my fault? Is this the first appearance of the Polly nickname? I know that last time I streamed this, some of you were dropping it, but I think? On that note, how about you come work for us? I've got the perfect client for you already lined up. A client? You mean I get to do my job? I get to defend in court? Alright, I'll hear what you have to say. You got him, Daddy. Hook, line, and sinker. Now it's time to reel him in. It's your fault, Apollo, that I had to transfer schools. I know we just met yesterday, but still, for real. Damn. I feel like Apollo just got scammed somehow. It's official. I'm scared. Our client. Alright, so who's the client? Yes. Here, take a look at the map and I'll explain. Last night, I left the office just before 9 o'clock. You do be walking. I was going to that Indochine pasta joint, Al Dente's. That is one of the sentences of all time. I play piano there, of course. That's when it happened. The car sent me flying, nicked the telephone pole, and zoomed away. Creepy, huh? The face of a man who knows more than what he's letting on. Just a tad? It's almost as creepy as hearing you tell the story like it was no big deal. The car sped off in this direction. So, good luck! Huh? You wanted a client, didn't you? Well, I'm your client. Find the guy who knocked me into that telephone pole. Whoa, hold on! I'm a defense attorney, not a detective! Don't worry, once you've found the guy, I intend to sue him. And you can stick it to him in court. I'm not a prosecutor either! I'm sorry, but this is crazy. I'm going home. Don't get so worked up. It was just a joke. Huh? Is bro okay? Like, what happened to him? Why are you harassing the youth, Phoenix? What's up with that? Oh, Daddy. Sorry, Apollo. He just loves jokes, you know? Even the ones that aren't very funny. Your real client should be stopping by the office anytime now. You mean the talent agency? No harm in going. It's not like I have anything else to do. I was playing a grand piano in the middle of the street, then someone knocked me into a telephone pole by accident. It's their fault. Get him, Apollo. Oh wait, I thought he was saying that he was walking to work. He wasn't actually at the place where he plays piano yet. Okay, well, I'm unemployed, so, you know, it'd be like that. One more thing. You look into my accident too, would you? Mark the scene of the tragedy on this. The tragedy. The tragedy of my sprained ankle, bro. The tragedy on this map. It's right in front of this park. Should be easy to find. So he's gonna make me investigate this after all. Map added to the court record. Okay. Can I examine what the fuck is going on? We've got grape juice. Ow! Daddy, you stuck some grape juice in again. The doctor said you weren't supposed to drink that here. Trucy, look at the label. Oh. Deep sea mineral. Well, that's fine, I guess. I switched the labels. Don't tell Juicy, okay? What can I say? The man loves his grape juice. Is this like supposed to be a euphemism for alcohol or something? Is our guy just an alcoholic now? Or is he just actually a grape juice fanatic? Like, what is this? Grape juice is too innocuous. Like, the amounts that they're bringing it up, it's like, what happened? Wait, what is this? A swaying, spiraling stack of DVD cases. Steel Samurai, the Nickel Samurai, the Pink Princess, the Zappy Samurai, Electric Bugaboo. They're all children's action hero shows. This kid I know keeps sending them to me. That's so definitely Edgeworth. Definitely Edgeworth. Huh? Like a niece or nephew? Something like that. Quite the collection. This kid's parents must be really generous with their allowance. Funny, Mr. Wright doesn't seem the type that kids would like. Oh, or is it like Maya? It might be Maya. Mr. Wright's bed, it's really messy. Look how messy this is! You're just helpless without me, aren't you, Daddy? Yikes, here's something to clean up. Look out! You got me. What can I say? I was raised in a barn. Try not to let word get out, Apollo, if you don't mind. Yeah, it might ruin your illustrious career pretending to play the piano. What's that on TV? Looks like some sort of action hero show? Oh, I know that one. That's the Sniffling Samurai. His booger flick attack is a big hit with the grade school crowd. I had no idea you liked this kind of stuff, Mr. Wright. Well, what else is there to do when you're stuck in bed? Besides, the episodes will just keep piling up if I don't keep up, you know? Yeah, try not buying them. Now's the only time I get to watch and write up my reports. Your reports? It's a long story, like a lot of things actually. No further context. I guess that's it. Hey, hey, hey. I will attempt a New Yorker accent. How long you planning on making me wait, eh? Ah, good morning. Oh, nope. I take it back. I am not giving this man a New Yorker accent. What? Like, what in the Ichiraku ramen is this? Oh my god, why is he in our court? Why is he in our court record? Why is he in our court record? Hey there, Trucy doll. Sounds like your pop's at a bit of a rough spot, eh?
Also, that ends well, I guess.
This is our client? Hey, so this that Apollo fellow, eh? Oh, yes? The name's Apollo. Look at him there, arms all crossed, like, ready to fight.
Yes, sir?
You don't mean that literally, do you? The boss told you what I need, right? Don't let me down now, Apollo. Pollo. He has a bowl on his head. True. Don't worry about your defense, sir. I'm on it. Defense? Your noodle half cooked? It's too late for defense! My castle's been stormed! My keep's been kept! My noodle stand's been stolen! Noodle?
You know Mr. Elton from the noodle stand, don't you, Polly?
No nicknames, please! No, of course I don't know him! You new in these parts? You come around here often? Not really. Then you know the best noodles in town. Eldune's noodles. Whose noodles? My noodles! Help me out here, Trucy doll.
This is Mr. Guy Eldune. Maybe you can tell us what the problem is, Mr. Eldune?
What's the pun here? Guy Eldune? I don't get it. Eldune is noodle backwards. Oh. Oh! I see. I see. You're just noodle guy. I see. Anything for you, Trucy doll. Noodle guy, did you know that I'm a lawyer? Yeehaw! Attaboy. Way to flash him. Old Phoenix used to do that to my pops all the time. My pop... What? What? I have never met... What?
Your father?
Yep, he'd whip out that bad boy and say, put it on my tab, you know I'm good for it. Tab at a noodle joint? Damn, Phoenix has no money. Who's this guy? So, you run a noodle stand, Mr. Eldune? Guy Eldune's the name, and noodles are my game. secret's in the soup. I've been searching for the perfect soup for a year and a half. The worst case, Trucy underage BS is just the worst part. The rest isn't great either. Yeah, I think I'm just going to like not read the dialogue where they're like where it's like this character. The entire joke with this man. Oh, that's not that long, really. My family's been noodle men for generations. Got a lot of expectation on my shoulders. 15 fathers passing the noodle to 15 sons.
That's a pretty old noodle.
Aye, and fool that I was, I pushed it away. I rebelled against my pops and picked their livelihood. That didn't turn out so well. Oh. There's no denying it. Salty broth runs through these veins, boy.
So it was like destiny that you became what you are.
Right, destiny's the word. Oh, I fought it. But in the end, I was bound by the twisted noodle of fate. Not a mental image I care to linger on. So last year, I started my noodle stand. 15th generation of Eldoon's noodles. So tell me more about Eldoon's noodles. You don't know the genius that are my noodles? Make them so salty, why they're saltier than salt. This is just like Japanese food in a nutshell, isn't it? Now I really don't want to find out.
Daddy's a regular at his noodle stand.
He frequented my pop's stand back during his attorney days too. Yep, him and his assistant. Ah, I see. Okay, so this is the burger joint that Maya liked so much. I see. Translation problems. That's what you meant, Marukeus. Her obsession with burgers should have been ramen. Got it. Got it. Got it. I'm sorry. I'll be sure to drop by your stand soon. Wish you could, Sonny. Heck, I wish I could. I'd give anything for a bowl about now. What do you mean? It was stolen! My stand! Gone! Stolen? It was last night. I was doing my rounds, blowing my whistle. What? I am not familiar with the bluegrass, I guess? Is what I would call it, bluegrass genre? But do people call the harmonica a whistle? Or...
It's like an ice cream truck spell, but louder. He even gets complaints.
Oh, he has a whistle on his cart. Okay. Now you're trying to burn me up. That sounded more like the blues than a whistle. I goes at my stand for the night and parked by the house. Then, this morning, dark and early, it was gone! My keep. My castle. Ah! Maybe some bum carted it off? Just guessing here. Well, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodle balls were in there too.
That's the saddest thing I've heard all day.
You know it. Anyhow, that's the deal. Good luck. Good. Huh? Wait. What exactly is your request? My noodle stand. Find it. And the day you bring my baby back is the day you feast on as many noodles as you want. Or does it make it so hot and salty, too bold to kill a man? Then I'd really need defense. Speaking of defense, that's what I do. I'm a lawyer, not a detective. This is where I live. You drop by if you need any info, okay? Get it back today if you can, Pollo. I got noodles to make. Things have certainly taken a turn for the bizarre. Traffic accidents and noodle stand thieves?
Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you about too, Apollo.
Huh? I have a bad feeling about this. Motherfucker, I thought you left! I thought you exited stage left! What do you mean you're still here? Listen to the lady's problem now, don't be cruel.
I lost something last night. That is, something was stolen.
Hey, what's this? More thieving and skullduggery?
Well, someone stole a pair of my
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, her underwear got stolen. What? So they were, stolen your, Yup. Yup, panties. I'm not reading that.
I was all alone in the office last night.
Huh? My panties out the window there to dry. They're bloomer? Oh, I will call them bloomer. I don't feel comfortable like repeating this word over and over and over. That's crazy.
The thief came by and took them, my favorite bloomers. I ran after him. Give this back, I shouted. Wait!
Well, that was certainly brave of you.
But I lost him. Without those bloomers, I don't know what I'll do.
Yeah, a darn crying shame. A darn crying shame.
Well, at least the scene of the crime is convenient. I'll mark it on your map.
I'll be in home now. Remember, find my standard. There's an empty bowl in your future, Pollo. Right. You, how about choose? Yep. Okay, yeah, whatever. Yeah, fucking weirdo.
Things have certainly picked up, haven't they? We had no work yesterday, and now we have 3 cases.
I guess, but 2 of the cases are from you and your dad, so how the fuck am I getting paid for those? I'm just not, so... And this other dude's gonna pay me in noodles, so like, how am I gonna make rent? How are you gonna make rent? You gotta go beg Edgeworth for help if you need to make rent.
Let's see where we stand.
Not in a courtroom, that's where... Well, the first item on our list...
Phoenix Wright, Daddy's hit-and-run accident. We have to find the one who hit him.
Who's gonna pay us for this again?
And the second item, Mr. Aldrin's request to find a stolen stand.
For which we stand to gain a bowl of salty noodles.
And the last request is mine, to find my stolen bloomers.
That bowl of noodles is looking better and better.
Let's go, Polly. To the streets!
Aren't you enthusiastic?
How could I not be? Let's crack these cases, you and me.
I guess we might as well get started. Let's see, a hit and run, a stolen stand, and last but not least, stolen bloomers. Can I leave the door? Like, there's no way to go outside, right? Okay, there's no way to go outside. Bloomers makes it better somehow? Yeah, the word panties is just so degenerate. I think, like, for me, like, the word has also been tainted by the existence of Yandere Dev, because in that game, like, the currency, for, like, most of the stuff was, like, panty shots, in which you literally just, like, do a crime, you take pictures of your classmates' underwear, and then you send them to this, like, informant character in the horrible game, by the way. Which isn't even, like, never going to be complete, thank god. Yeah, you send them to this informant character, and then you get, like, points. And then those points, like, get you stuff. It's... Yeah, no, it's just such a tainted word. So, this is where Mr. Wright got hit by that car?
According to the map, this is the place.
What a huge mansion.
Apollo, there's a nice-looking lady over there. Let's question her.
Okay? I'm a little curious about the... If this is the old bag, I don't know what I'm going to do. This better not be old bag. I'm a little curious about the park over there, too. What the fuck is going on with this hair?
Excuse me? Can we have a few words with you?
There's so many characters already. She kind of looks like a frog. I think it's because she has no neck. You want something? Whoa, that husky voice. Why am I suddenly sweating?
That's quite a house you got there. You must have a lot of money.
Oh, money sounds like something my son would call his friends. This is the Kitaki family mansion, little girl.
You, get rid of the hair. You want some?
Me? No, not a thing. Bye!
Apollo, we can't leave without questioning her. What if she knows something?
But the Kitaki family! They're the biggest organized crime syndicate in town! What? What happened to the Cadaverinis? Oh my god, why are we dealing with the fucking Yakuza? Yakuza! What the fuck?! This is like a Gintama sword. Holy shit. Ugh. If we're gonna ask something, ask it. If you're man enough. Oh, right.
Yay, way to whip him into shape, ma'am.
Did she no fear? I'm Plum Kitaki, wife of the fourth head of the Kitaki family business. Friends call me Little Plum. I'm Little Apollo Justice Attorney at Law. If looks could kill, this woman would be a mass murderer by now. Huh? Who's that? She's looking at the park.
She's pretty. I bet she has a story, you know?
There is something about her. Too bad she seems to be in a bit of a rush. Oh, she yeet skated. I need to see what is Grandma doing. Grandma escaped from the nursing home. Looks like there's some trouble by the park gate.
I smell an incident.
Ma'am, there's no entry to the park.
Now don't you tell me where I can't go, young fella. I always walk through this park on my way home.
Please get down from there. You'll hurt yourself, ma'am. That's quite the determined old lady. Personally, I'm a little more interested in this park.
You know what I think? I bet they're filming a movie. Let's go take a look. Maybe we'll see someone famous.
Hey, miss, stay out of the park. He got mad at me. Did something happen here, officer? No, move along. None to see. Why don't you kids go play someplace else? We're not kids and we're not playing. I'm an attorney. Hi, Sardine Finder. Something wrong? Something wrong? Detective Scott? Oh my god. Is this Emma as an adult? Detective Sky. Refined ma'am, none to report. Wow, throwback to 1-5. It's the same music. Detective?
Why is she wearing a lab coat?
You're hardly going to comment on how people are dressed. And these kids are? You're asking seekers, ma'am. They claim to be lawyers. Why don't you kids run along and play somewhere else? Look, we're not... Or I might spill something on that pretty face of yours. Want a dose of experimental hydroxycellulonodocitrate? 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 Help. Is this real? It's not a real chemical! I'm so disappointed.
Come again? What's hydroxy stuff?
Whatever it is, it doesn't sound good. Let's go, Trucy. It's not even real! Don't be worried, kids. It's not real. Try to keep out the riffraff, if you would. Yes, ma'am. How are we gonna get more information like this?
Why don't we ask that nice woman across the street?
Oh yes, that nice woman. I gotta say, I'd really like to know what happened here. Hey, I said no one goes in. Unless you want a face full of hydroxydiode, was it? No dice. There's a big trash can on the way into the park. I guess we could check it out.
A detective's life sure is a hard one.
I'm an attorney! Huh?
Two pieces of garbage with paint on them.
These are... slippers. They look like those slippers you get at the hospital.
Look at this, Apollo! Doesn't this go in a car?
It's a side view mirror. Looks like it was torn off when it smacked into something? Or someone?
Wait, you don't think?
I do. This could be from the car that hit Mr. Wright. I gave her Trucy's voice. I do. This could be the car. This could be from the car that hit Mr. Wright.
Wow, and he took off its mirror? I never knew Daddy was so strong. I only have room in my pocket for one of these, though. What do you want to take?
Let's take the slippers first, I guess. Meerkat. Miractus Clinic. Okay, so I can switch it for the other one after I'm done. What is over here? A brightly painted dragon. Why do I get the feeling he's glaring at me? Those paints must have been to repaint this wall. That's right. I called in an artist to do the job right. He's the third so far. The third? The first spilled paint all over the entrance here, the second on my kimono. So I... No, don't tell me. It's better that I don't know. No. Faster. What is the auto button?
Wow, what a big house, and the gate is so big.
The Kitaki family is pretty big around these parts.
I like the fox, it's so cute.
Right, it's on you. Your fault you have the wrong maybe Phoenix Wright posting. That's her family crest from the old country.
Your family crest?
Clever as the fox and her teeth are sharp.
So it's like a motto. Need a crest too, Apollo. Oh, how about the Scales of Justice? Or a Lunar Lander?
I have a badge! It's already got the Scales of Justice on it. Oh wait, Lunar Land because his name's Apollo? Damn. I'll pass, thanks. Yeah, the art is much better. There's paint splashed all over this gate. What a mess.
Was this gate knocked over by the car that hit my daddy?
That's right. Ugh, and I'm left to clean up the mess. If you find whoever did this, bring the scoundrel by, would you?
Of course. Then you can make them clean up their own mess.
You're cute. Naive, but cute. When I find whoever did this, you can bet I'll be doing some cleaning. There's nothing I dislike so much as a mess.
Oh, I wish I could say cool things like that.
I'll bet you do. When she laughs, she looks like an automaton. I'd laugh if my teeth weren't chattering so hard. No. Hang on. What is the key? Is there no fast forward button? I keep going to click on this arrow, but it doesn't click and I have to use arrow keys. Still learning the controls. Okay, I think that's about it. Oh, can I talk to her actually?
Little Plum? That's a really cute name for someone so...
Yes? Whoa?
What is it, Apollo?
How about you go through me when talking to her, okay, Trissy?
Huh? That seems like a bit of a needless procedure.
I'm a lawyer. I live for needless procedures. Oh, little girl, you should know. We're gangsters.
Gang? Oh, that means you're the bad guys.
Trissy! Through me, please, I'm begging you here. The bad guys, I like the sound of that. I'm going to need some warm tea after this. Takes a lot of hard work to protect a family fortune. Things aren't as easy as they used to be for us bad guys.
So you're saying that business is in a slump?
Let's not ask about business if you can help it, please. So, there was supposedly a car accident here last night? Last night... of course you wouldn't know of this. Sorry to bother you. Wait. Yes? You're talking about that man, aren't you? The one who flew 30 feet and just walked away?
That's my daddy.
I should have known. One of our capos thought he'd make a great point man.
Capo? Point man?
Could you avoid using too much, industry lingo? In any case, it's been nothing but trouble. I've been cleaning up this mess since morning. Ugh. Cleaning up this paint? Was this paint spilled at the time of the accident? Well, it was around 9 last night. I heard a crashing noise and found your father drowning in a sea of paint.
So he came to his rescue?
You've my husband, the boss, to thank for that. The car that hit your father knocked over this paint, then turned the corner and sped away. We're in the middle of repainting our wall, you see. I'm sure that dragon is glaring at me.
But why are you out here cleaning it up?
What do you mean?
I mean, aren't you a gangster? Don't you have any goons to do your dirty work for you?
Please, go through me when you want to. Don't be such a stiff lawyer boy. I suppose we gangsters do have a certain image. Yes. But we're community-oriented gangsters, you see. The boss likes to give back to the people, see? How noble of him. I availed myself of the public facilities to get rid of all the garbage. Now there's just the paint on the street to deal with. Public facilities? I wonder if she means that trash can. What is happening? Can I ask you a question? What? What happened in the park across the street? Oh yes, quite the commotion. Chicago lightning, as the boss would say.
Chicago, huh?
Gunfire. Someone was killed. Strange circumstances, too. You're kidding! What a morning. Trouble everywhere. The park, the gate, even our house.
Did something happen at your house, too?
A crime without honor, without remorse. It's a private matter. Want to hear about it?
Somehow I don't think no is an acceptable answer, Polly. Polly.
A private matter? So, what happened at your house? Bloomers. Last night. Eh? I've got a bad feeling about this. Me. Little Plum Kitaki, the victim of a pansy snatcher.
What? So it wasn't just my bloomers that were stolen.
It's a private matter. Want to hear about it? Sounds like a contradiction. Yeah, if Maya were here, she would have been like,
"Hey, Nick, that doesn't sound quite right, does it? You should press on that one a little bit more."
Got you too, did they? Poor thing. Like I said, whoever did this is a hardened criminal. Wait, is it stealing underwear, like... I mean, first it's breaking and entering, but isn't it also considered, like, sexual harassment or something like that? That's crazy. That's crazy. Thank you for the drink water. Hi, Hanami. Welcome. Whoever did this is a hardened criminal. I feel like the world of Ace Attorney 7 years later has been nothing but goofy so far. Like, what is this? It wasn't you, was it? Is she talking to Apollo? No! No! Of course not, Mercy! I've heard word that bloomers have been disappearing lately. And the missing bloomers all have something in common. It's hard to imagine Trucy's and Mrs. Kitaki's bloomers having much in common. I just imagine Miss... I know...
We'll find your bloomers too.
Great. Show me what you're made of. What have you got? She is sus. She's sus. That girl from before. She's got a 4-leaf clover on her chest. Oh, welcome home, sweetie.
Hello, mother.
She's in Kentucky too?
Miss? Here, our flyer.
The Right Anything Agency? Right Anything Agency. It was the Right Talent Agency, and then it became Right Anything. She put a fucking postcard on there. Anything Agency?
Yeah, do you like the new flyer? So, this is our defense attorney, Mr. Apollo Justice. Attorney?
Oh wait, this is her. Oh, what voice do I give her? There's so many characters. Why are there so many characters? The first game did not have this many characters. Fuck it, Valley Girl. Attorney?
Drop by our office. We'll be waiting.
Goodbye. Why did you give her our flyer?
I don't know. She seemed like she could use some help.
She's the heiress to a gangster dynasty. She doesn't need our help.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Quiet, soft voice would probably suit it. Nah, there's something off about the shape of her face. Her face shape doesn't look correct to me. I think she's evil. No. Crazy beauty standards. I mean, like, I don't know, maybe it's the way that her hair is. There's just something about, like, the way that she's drawn that is, like, different from Maya and Emma and Trucy, I guess. And, like, Adrian... Actually, she kind of has the same face shape as, like, Adrian Andrews with her hair up. So maybe she's not bad. I don't know. So, what's this place?
This would be Mr. Eldoon's house. Silly.
Oh, so this is where his stand was stolen from. I can see a piece of evidence lying on the ground already.
Hey.
Bargain? At the clinic? 3 shots for the price of 1? Oh my god, it really is Japanifornia. That's some, like, American, like, medical industry bullshit right there.
Look, there's a police car parked over there.
You're right. What's with the sparkly... what is this place? A hospital? There's a Miraculous Clinic.
Oh, that's where the thief went.
The thief?
The one who snatched my bloomers. He ran into this clinic last night. Wait, maybe that police car is here to find my bloomers.
I doubt it.
Well, there's only one way to be sure. Let's investigate.
Ah, there you are, Sonny. Well, find anything yet? No, not yet. The longer you loaf around, the saltier your victory bowl gets. Just remember that. This bowl of noodles is sounding less like payment and more like punishment. Basti, did you know that I'm a lawyer? I'm a lawyer. Sorry, Sonny boy, my interest is for my stand and precious laws. You're cracking on that case! Find my stand, I'm begging you! Okay. There's a dog.
Look, a doggy. Good boy, Salty.
The dog's name is Salty? I can't. I'm sure the dog has a real name, Trucy. Yep, sure does. Name's Spoon, and it's a she, by the way.
Spoon doesn't seem so lively.
Didn't get her bowl of salty broth this morning, that's why. This face is terrifying. For a little thing.
Apollo! Let's ride that stand soon, for Spoon's sake.
I'm pretty sure dogs aren't supposed to eat noodles. There's a tarp. That's the place! Right there. That's where I kept my stand, covered all nice and pretty with that blue tarp there. So you use this plastic sheet to cover your stand at night? I see.
You see? What? Did you figure out why it was stolen?
Well, no, but it does suggest that the thief knew what he or she was looking for. It clearly knew what was under that sheet. So it wasn't one of those casual drive-by stand snatchers, you mean? Not bad, Soy Boy, not bad at all. There's a bowl. Is this yours, Mr. Eldoon? Hey, there's the heart and soul of Eldoon's noodles. The bowl absorbs my salty soup. Pretty soon it's gonna taste just like noodles.
Wow, it does smell like noodles.
All my other bowls got taken away with my stand. Get it back for me, Sonny Boy, I'm begging you. There's a door.
This house is, well, it's old.
Well loved, that's for sure. I lived here with my wife. This man has a wife? He has a... I don't know, you guys. What's going on? We don't have Phoenix, we don't have Edgeworth. We're running around with this 15-year-old. We're solving 3 crimes, none of which are murder. Where's the murder? What happened to Ace Attorney? Ace Attorney is not back. Oh man. He's lived here with his wife. He's got character though, just like my soup. I always thought character was a positive thing. Did his underwear get stolen too? Maybe it's too high up. That's quite a sign. I take it that's new as opposed to old? Nope, it's definitely like new, and then the other half is like dolls, but it's just gone. You like it? Made it myself, I did. Meant to write noodles, but ran out of space. That is a horrendous overestimation of the amount of sign that he had, but okay.
Primary planning prevents poor performance.
Lucky for me, it spells a word all by itself and spruces up my image. It does. It does have a certain power of willful denial thing. Going for it. There's water. It's like the oil drum is connected to that sink over there.
Collecting rainwater to do the dishes. How environmentally conscious.
You don't think he uses rainwater to cook his noodles and to make the broth, do you?
Oh, I'm sure he finds the best water money can buy. Taste is his business, you know? Look, that sign over there. Eldoon's only uses water from all natural sources.
That means rain, you dumb fuck. I think I'll take a rain check on eating here. Save the light? There's a handwritten sign here, save the light.
Save the light indeed. Mr. Eldoon's house is practically in the dark here.
I guess the hospital clinic next door blocks the sunlight. Everything's gone wrong since they built this monstrosity. Broth needs sun or it rots. What's a man to do? They just want my customers to get food poisoning so they can turn a pretty profit. That seems like a lot of trouble to go through for a few extra patients. I think your customers will get food poisoning anyways. Is there anything else to investigate around here? No more red circles. What's this? Miraculous Clinic.
The door is sure is sparkly.
The Miraculous Clinic, huh? Looks more like a casino parlor than a hospital. They must be quite profitable.
Funny, it looks closed. Maybe you're on vacation today?
Looks like they have a special offer going on.
3 shots for the price of 1. Now's our chance, Apollo.
Chance for what? I don't need any shots, thank you. Whoever runs this clinic, they seem pretty business-minded. Pop car. I'd understand if there was an ambulance outside, but a police car?
Maybe they're tax evaders.
Sorry miss, no going to the clinic today.
Did something happen?
Huh? Oh, nope, none to see here. Move along. You have to find someplace else to play doctor. Do we look like the right age to be playing doctor? We need a little more info on this Miraculous Clinic.
We could ask Mr. Aldoon. He is their neighbor and all. And we should check out that garage. What if the thief who stole my bloomers is still in there?
Oh no! So, your stand, Aldoon's Noodles, was it? I passed down from father to son. The stand's seen its share of salt. Salt runs in the family, you might say. I bet high blood pressure does too. So, your stand, Aldoon's Noodles, was stolen. Oh, it wasn't just the stand that was stolen, sonny boy. I lost those wobbly wheels, my salt-crusted stew pot, my stained sign. I didn't just lose the stand, I lost the legend.
No one steals a legend and gets away with it on my watch. Let's find that legend, Apollo.
Isn't it about time he bought a new one anyway? Stolen stand. Are there any more details you could give me about the stand? You best, sonny boy. It happened last night. I was blowing my whistle like always, crying the town I was. The smell of broth filled the streets, thick and salty. Got home, well, before 10 p.m. I reckon. Guess he's not aiming for the late night market. I washed my bowls and gave the wheels a squirt of grease, then I went inside. When did you notice it had been stolen? Early this morning, before the sun rose. Work starts early. Do that many people eat noodles for breakfast? I'm washed up on the salty shores of ruination. That stand had my whole life in it, my whole being. It took everything. All my soup stock, my noodles, my bowls, and my dreams.
At least they've left one bowl. Look there on the ground.
If you don't find that stand today, then I'll be forced to walk the streets peddling that bowl. My last bowl. Please, I'm under enough pressure here as it is. The garage.
That's it. That's where the thief who snatched my panties ran to.
I mean, bloomers. Fuck, I just read the line of dialogue without any fucking processing in my brain. The thief who snatched my bloomers ran to. It's a crying shame, that is. If they have to steal, make it my... The garage! Right. You don't think the thief lives here, do you? I wouldn't put it past that good-for-nothing doctor! Do I detect a little animosity here?
Let's make sure to check out that garage thoroughly.
Okay, last part about the clinic. Please! I assure you they're quite based. What's up, Austin? Oh my god. Take a shot every time the word panties appears on screen, bro.
Hey, do you think something happened next door? There's a police car out front.
Probably gave someone food poisoning, I'll bet. If anyone's at the risk of giving someone food poisoning. Police car got here this morning, actually. I asked what they were up to, but they wouldn't even tell me. The neighbor. Not that I was surprised much. The doctor worked for the wrong crowd. Just a matter of time before he got what was coming to him. The wrong crowd? Never mind about that. Okay, that's all the dialogue. We're so out of here. Garage. Garage. Or as the British say, garage. This cat is just really staring. Oh, look, it's the car that did the hit and run. Thank you for the awareness. You're welcome, British person.
This is the place. This is where that bloomer snatcher ran.
Are you sure?
Maybe. Well, let's look for clues. Clues to a bloomer snatching. Clues like a pair of bloomers.
Trucy? Could you try not saying, yeah, like panties so many times? Like, I'm begging. I'm begging. Let me go get that mirror. Bullshit that she can only carry one, but it's fine. The loading is much slower in this game. Alright, let's see. There's a phone on the ground. That's a really girly cell phone. I bet it was that four-leaf clover girl. There's something about no! The phone! The phone, Apollo!
Let's take a closer look.
Oh. What is this? That reminds me. I once read a record of a case that Mr. Wright worked on many years ago.
Huh?
Apparently there was this car with a piece of cloth shoved into the tailpipe. The muffler! That piece of cloth turned out to be a vital clue to solving the case.
Wow.
I remember that case record whenever I'm checking out a car. And I always check the tailpipe.
Everyone's gotta have a hobby, I guess.
Wouldn't it be funny if... Hey, there's something in there.
What?
Wait a second, are these your...
My bloomers!
What? Already?
Wow, thank you, Apollo. You're a genius. Amazing.
No, really, don't mention it. Absolutely do not mention it.
No, I'm serious. I'm really impressed.
Why is this the line of dialogue that this theme starts playing on? Yup. I, Apollo Justice, must have a nose for finding girls' panties. What are those?
My little bloomers, of course. They've come home to Mama. I can't wait to use them.
You're gonna put them on now?
Watch closely now. See? Nothing in the bloomers. Ta-da!
Whoa, where'd that come from? How'd that bowl get into your bloomers?
My bloomers are an extra dimensional space. Anything can fit in there.
They're my magic panties. The capitalized P, have to say it.
It's one of my best tricks.
Magic bloomers?
They love them over at the Wonder Bar. I do shows there nightly.
You mean they're a prop? You could have told me a little sooner! Well, that's one case closed at least.
What are you saying? We still have to catch the sly devil that ran off with the tool of my trade.
That makes it less bad? I mean, this, like, underwear thief also stole the Kitaki lady's underwear. Like, that's crazy. Did I say Sky Devil? I meant Sly Devil. That's my bad. Oh, right. Something tells me we're not finished searching this garage anyway. Yeah, I fucking wonder what. Look! A cell phone! This game is set in 2025, by the way. Oh my god, my dad had a Nokia like this in like 2009. Except his was brown. And it slid like up this way to reveal a numpad. And then it slid down this way to reveal like the MP3 player buttons. Like it would have like play, pause, and then like fast forward, and then like skip to next. I remember that phone. Maybe he still has it actually. I don't know. I haven't seen it in like a decade plus, but that's what this phone reminds me of. Look, a cell phone.
Someone dropped it beneath this tire. If the car moved it, it would be crushed for sure.
I wonder if it belongs to the doctor here.
We should bring it to him later.
Okay, this is broken. There's something about this car.
Let's take a closer look.
Oh, I had to... Okay, I had to touch it when I was zoomed in. Sure, fine, fucking whatever.
Hey, look at that!
The mirror's been broken off. Now this is a clue.
What? You're smiling like you know something I don't. You aren't keeping a clue from me, are you, Polly?
A clue? Let's see. Show evidence. I think I do have just the clue you've got in mind. Oh, there's paint on it too. It's Jover. Take that! Take that! My clue is this! I should have presented her underwear. Just for fun.
Whoa, it's the same color and size and everything. A perfect match.
Why are we flashing back? Okay. I will spam. You know what? We'll let the autoplay auto. Okay. Well, looks like we've just solved a case.
So the car that hit Daddy last night.
Is sitting right in front of us. Yep.
Wow, you put the pro in professional, Apollo.
Gee, thanks, Trucy.
Apollo.
Huh? What is it?
Now that we've solved this case, we should go report to Daddy. He'll mope if we leave him alone too long knowing him.
Okay. He doesn't seem the type to mope, though. This is hardly a case worth reporting. What? There's a cat.
Hey, a kitty cat. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
That was more realistic than, I don't remember the name of the cat, but the one that Matt Onguard had in his house that the not the serial killer, the contract killer was feeding.
It's not coming down.
You do kind of look suspicious, you have to admit.
It's okay, kitty cat. His hair won't hurt you.
It's okay, kitty cat. She won't make you disappear in her hat. Wait, do we get the ladder versus step ladder conversation? Look, it's a folding ladder.
Holy, that's called a step ladder. Come on!
A step ladder? How is that different from a regular ladder then?
It's a much more complex piece of machinery. It's like two ladders stuck together.
So you admit that basically it's a ladder, right?
Wait, huh?
You have to look past the form at the essence of the thing.
Can we talk about something else?
Damn, she inherited the Phoenix Wright stepladder. Stepladder bit.
Eek! Someone's there! Oh, it's just gold painted. It's a gold painted human skeleton.
Just a human skeleton and painted gold?
There's a mannequin hand waving to us from the box behind the skeleton. This place just screams hospital storage, don't you think?
It screams something, that's for sure. I guess that's it. Okay, so we have to go report back to Daddy. That we solved the case. Oh, there's also a toy piano. That is so funny. June 15th, Hickfield Clinic. Yo, how goes it?
Daddy, how do you feel?
Not bad, Trucy, not bad. It's good to have you young'uns out on the case. Let's old Daddy-o get some well-deserved R&R. What? Is this an unironic line?
The elderly need their rest.
The elderly! Oh my god! Oh. That's so Gen Alpha of her. She is so Gen Alpha. Isn't he only 33? We've cleared up most of the cases. I was right about you. Competent, capable. Tell me what we found out if you want to. Your enthusiasm is overwhelming. Well, I certainly didn't expect you back this early.
Polly's amazing. He found my bloomers so quick, almost like he was the one who stole them.
You have an interesting concept of praise. And did you find the mad driver who gave me that 30-foot toss? Apparently, it was a doctor from the Miractus clinic. Miractus, eh? I've heard of him. Nothing good, mind you. That reminds me, a police car was parked outside the clinic?
Maybe something happened?
What is this Miractus clinic anyway? All I've heard are the rumors. That clinic's been making good money in a bad way. Bad? Ties to organized crime, the Kentucky family. Not the Colonel! The Kentucky family? He did that on purpose! Some injuries you can't take to a public hospital, see? They use the Miractus clinic for their patch-up jobs. Interesting!
It looked like something had happened in that park.
Oh. A body was found there in unusual circumstances. Something more unusual than being dead? It's not our concern, in any case.
Right. Let's ignore that and find that noodle stand.
What happened to you, Phoenix Wright? What happened? Is this what, like, entering middle age does to you? He's 33 now. He's got, like, a kid. He used to be the turnabout king. I guess. I don't know. I don't know if he had like a title. The rookie lawyer who went and like won so many times. Defended the most indefensible clients. And then now this. Yeah, true. He used to be Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Whatever happened to professional curiosity? Thanks, really. If I get tired of sleeping, maybe I'll head down to this Maractus place. Maybe hit him up for some reparations. A little legal action would do me some good. I was wondering when I get paid? We solved the case of your accident and found a missing article of clothing.
My bloomers.
That leaves the noodle stand. Feel free to drop in if you get stuck. I'd be happy to help with anything not involving money. It's so over for Apollo's salary. Rip Bozo, it's been nice knowing you. A pro bono work, here we come. Bye, quid pro quo. Hello, pro bono. Ah. So true, Apollo. So true. So true, bestie.
Right, back to the office to plan our next move.
Apollo need that daddy Edgeworth money. I feel like he'd be scared out of his mind if Edgeworth just like rocked up. Oh wait, I can inspect the piano. This looks like a child's toy piano. Out of practice, I'm gonna want my fingers to get stiff. The pro always keeps his weapon close at hand. Shall I play you a tune? No thanks. How unfortunate. You so rarely get a chance to play. You can practice on your own. No one needs to hear you play the piano. As someone who has a piano right next to her. Like, it's okay. Like, we don't need to hear it. Oh, my piano's actually not plugged in right now. I'll fix that later. Or it is plugged in, but not into the interface. We're going back to the agency. June 15th, write anything agency. Oh, she's here. She kind of looks like Hillary Hahn. You're the woman from the Kitaki place. Yes?
I knew it. Something's the matter and you want our help, right? Well, you've come to the right place. This way, please.
Thank you. My name is Alita Tiala. I have a request. An attorney's badge, so you really are a defense attorney. Please, I'm counting on you. I need your help. Nah, the Valley Girl voice isn't right for her. Your request. Let me guess, something's been stolen? Soft, quiet, soft, quiet. Well, she is wearing yellow. Yellow is Bobo's favorite color. Oh, but Bobo's probably busy right now. What does Bobo sound like? Fuck. The voice crack. Quiet yet loud somehow? Yeah.
Sick and twisted. I just got here. Your flyer. It says now defending, so I thought.
What? You mean you want me to defend me?
maybe you can tell us what happened? Were you hit by a car? Did someone steal your stand or your bloomers? No. I'm not the client, actually. The client would be my fiance, I suppose you'd call him.
Fiance? What happened to him then?
He was arrested this morning. The charge was murder.
Murder?
Have you heard about what happened at the park?
So, what's your story? You frequent the Kitaki Mansion, yeah? Are you a member of their, organization?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
You see, I'm to be married next month to the boss's son.
The boss's son? So he's a gangster.
Yes, but the Kitakis are locally responsible gangsters. I thought it'd be nice for a change, quit my boring job, live the good gangster life.
I think you're onto something.
Mrs. Kitaki, I like the sound of that.
I'm not sure your daddy would care much for that. Oh, what happened?
I haven't been told all the details, but I do know a body was found in the park near the Kisaki Mansion. And there were a lot of police cars there. Apparently the victim was shot with a pistol, but I hear the circumstances of the shooting were rather unusual.
And your fiance was arrested for this?
What sort of person is your fiance?
Your fiance is the Kitaki family's only son, correct?
His name's Waki. Waki Kitaki,
Waki Kitaki. Walkie-talkie.
I brought a photo.
Wow, that's quite the photo. He's got the blue badger, immaculate drip for $10. And he's got 2 piercings. Both on the same ear. He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. Is that Uma Musume? I have no idea. I mean, I know what that is, but I don't know what that is.
I know. Oh, he can be powerful and menacing, but so cute.
But if he's the boss's only son...
Yes, I'm sure he'll take his father's place someday. Say, I'm a boss already of this agency. Please help my Waki, please.
Right, my first solo defense case. Crime boss's son or not, I'll prove he's innocent.
I prepared a letter of request. I know you need those.
Letter of request added to the court record.
Right, let's go check out the scene of the crime.
One more time. Yup. I can revel in it. Oh, we can go to the detention center. The guard's still here. I think the camera got upgraded. I can't actually tell.
Holly, you look as happy as a clam in its shell.
For a lawyer, this is it! The place where the battle begins! You need something? Yes, we're attorneys. I was hoping we could see Mr. Waki Kitaki. Sorry, he's in questioning right now. Could take a while.
Drat! Oh well, guess we'll have to come back later then.
So much for that battle. A security guard. He stands here watching this room. I have no idea if he's listening to us talk. I'm not even sure he's breathing. Security camera is looking at me. I wonder if they tape all of this. Oh, we can kind of see like the edge of the counter that's on this side now. We couldn't see that before. That's pretty cool. Back to the agency. to Kitaki Mansion, I guess. There's a car with the... This kind of looks like the symbol from One Hand Clapping, I guess. Kitaki Mansion. So this is it. My first murder crime scene. 2 kids again. Look, can't you find some more place to play?
We're not playing. We're investigating, aren't we, Apollo?
Sir, I have a letter of request here. Letter of what? Huh? Why does it say hit request on it? Oh my god, Miss Tiala must have used the Kitaki stationery. Is this Emma? Excuse me, coming through. Oh no, it is not Emma! Gavin! Oh! Wait! Brother? How long has the old lady been on the fence? Probably like 4 hours at this point. Two. Mr. Gavin. Who's this guy? Okay, so that's his bike. He's got this little like 6 looking thing. It kind of looks like Apollo's hair, actually. Oh my god, line 2 and he's flirting with me. I mean, flirting with us already. That's crazy. What voice do I give him? Oh wait. This is just his hair but upside down. Damn, you really have the exact same hair as your brother. That's crazy. I must say, I'm used to being inspected by the ladies, but this is the first time I felt this way with a man. I ship it. Is this the Edgeworth Phoenix dynamic? This is the prosecutor, yeah? This is the prosecutor? If he's not the prosecutor, I'm gonna be mad. Mr. Gavin? Fraulein. What is a sweet morsel like you doing in such a dismal place? Can I help?
Yes! The policeman, officer, fellow, here, won't let us in. We even have a letter of request.
You must be exhausted standing out here. I will take you to the scene of the crime.
Oh, really?
By your leave, officer. Yes, sir! Of course, sir! Very well. This way, Fraulein. Whee! Hey! What about me? Okay, we just made our way in anyways. Eldoon. On that note, enjoy your investigation.
Thank you. Will we see you again?
Ask the wind, Fraulein. I'll be riding on it. I need to know more about his personality. Who was that? Who was that, Apollo? Who was that?
Eek! Apollo, look, a corpse!
What? Hey, it's just a mannequin.
Wow, it sure got me.
This is Emma, right? This is Emma this time? Might I ask exactly what it is you're doing here? Oh, it's you. How did you kids get in here?
Oh, this guy, well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in.
Him again. That glimmerous fop always getting in my way. What does fop mean? Define. A man who is preoccupied with and often vain about his clothes and manners. A dandy. A vain man. A dandy. A man who is much concerned with his dress and appearance. Thank you, American Heritage Dictionary. There we go. Anyway, this scene is off limits. Excuse me? We have a letter of request. One moment. Why is she holding that big magnifying glass? I'd recognize that handwriting anywhere. Scientific analysis says this was written by Alita Tiala. Thanks! It took you 30 minutes to figure that out? So, what's up with the mannequin there? It's taking the place of the body, preserving the scene of the crime, as it would. As it would. As it was found. I see. Oh, take care, Marcus. Have a good night. The body was pulling the stamp? So, you're a defense attorney, are you? Detective Emma Sky. I'm in charge of this crime scene.
He doesn't seem that happy about it.
She doesn't seem that happy about many things. I trust you know how to stay out of the way. I always carry 2 pairs of handcuffs just in case. Girl, I'm a lawyer. I'm a lawyer. You know, you knew a lawyer once. If you could spare a moment to take a look at that. Can't you see that I am extremely, extremely busy? Eating snacks, yeah.
Busy eating snacks, I'd say.
This is going nowhere fast. Damn. Okay. Owned. The case. Detective Sky. Quiet, please. It's snack time.
We're not making much progress here.
She must not be very busy.
I never seem to get a lucky break. Back after 9 years and they won't give me the position I requested.
And then I hear he gave up the defense attorney life. He? Who's he? An ex-defense attorney. Oh, okay, so she went... Oh yeah, she like went to school, right? Or something like that, because she was like 16 or something. So it's been 9 years, so yeah, she's 25 now, that checks. She came back, and she, is not the head of scientific analysis, so she is sad. Detective Sky? Okay, nope. It's snack time. It's snack time. Okay. Is it gonna be snack time again? Yep, it's snack time. Alright, it's snack time for me too. I'm gonna have some snacks. What's the snack of your choice? Well, I'm actually still eating my dinner. It's like, beef and peppers wrapped in a scallion pancake. Oh, I forgot to turn autoplay off. Sorry, I was like chewing for my life there. Hey there, no messing with the crime scene. But we need to investigate. Investigations are to be carried out by professionals scientifically. She's not gonna let us check out the crime scene, is she?
Hey, Apollo. My very unscientific analysis tells me something here is very suspicious.
I think I know what you mean. It's kind of hard not to notice. I'd better check out what we came here to find at least. Oh yeah, the cart. No messing with the crime scene, but we need to investigate.
Apollo, look, that stand. It says Aldoon.
I've noticed? Well, we solved the case of the missing stand at least. But the circumstances could stand to be better. Oh wait. Bye. We found your stand!
Oh, Mr. Aldoon. Hello?
Looks like he left.
And he found his stand and everything. What about a free bowl?
Oh, too bad. Looks like we'll just have to wait a little longer for that bowl. So sorry.
Oh, what a bummer.
Okay. Nope. Hickfield Clinic. Ah, you're back. Run into some problems?
Oh, Polly, didn't you want to tell Daddy something?
Who? Me? No, I'm fine, really. What's this? So there is a problem. No problem. Actually, I got a defense request. A defense request? That is a problem. Huh? I've given up the court. I'm not a lawyer anymore. The request was for me! Oh, right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? Hello, Glory. Do I do game development? Not really. I mean, I've coded up Minesweeper before, but we can hardly call that game development. He's doing that on purpose, I know it! Murder. So, what about this defense request? It's related to the murder in People Park, actually.
Guess what? We found Mr. Aldoon's noodle stand at the scene of the crime.
Did you now? That's unusual indeed. Never heard of a noodle stand being used as a murder weapon. What game is this? This is Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Case 2 of this game, or Chapter 2. I think the murder weapon was something else. You mean you don't know what the murder weapon was?
That funny detective lady won't let us on the scene. What kind of detective wears a lab coat anyway?
A lab coat? Didn't think she'd be involved with this. I like confrontation. Not really? I'm just clicking all the options that the game has so it lets me progress with the plot. You know her? You could say that. So, you know her, don't you? I met her on the case. This was about 10 years ago. She was still a high school student at the time. Confrontational, have an instigator? What the fu- No! That would make her about the same age as me.
That's my daddy. He knows all the police types. Wait, maybe you know that other guy too.
That other guy?
That shining prince on the motorcycle.
Prince? Apollo, tell me about this Prince of Truces. Indulge a concerned father. He was at the crime scene. He looked just like Mr. Gavin. Did he now? You know him? My guess is he's Christoph Gavin's younger brother. His brother? We're acquaintances after a fashion. Clavier Gavin. Rock and roll god incarnate. My man's name is Piano. That's crazy.
Clavier, what a lovely name. He's so dreamy.
I didn't know Mr. Gavin had a brother. And what was he doing out there? I have a feeling you'll be crossing paths again soon. What was the problem again? Having trouble investigating the crime scene in the park?
Yeah, that detective woman won't let us.
Go to the office. Under the silk top hat, you'll find a bottle of white powder. Try taking that to this detective. White powder? What is it, like cocaine? I hope it's not what I think it is. Just take it to her. It'll be fine. You'll see. Oh, and tell her I said hi. Go see her yourself. Damn, bro. Yo, Taichi, gonna be heading off to bed flying. Oh, have a safe trip. Have a good night. So, this must be the silk top hat Mr. Wright mentioned. Let's take a closer look. Huh? Oh, it's the fingerprinting powder from the from Rise from the Ashes or whatever.
Whoa!
You know what this is, Trucy?
I remember finding some in Daddy's dresser when I was little. I thought it was sugar, so I licked it. He got mad at me.
This is getting more and more suspicious.
Let's go talk to that detective.
Ain't no way. Mysterious white powder with the alleged ability to improve Dr. Sky's mood. It's drugs.
He's sure to know what that white powder is.
Where? Here. Into the park. Into the park. Present this. Nope. What does it say? The bottle has a label on it.
Can you read it?
Not a word. I'm not sure I speak whatever language this is written in.
That's too bad. I guess we're stuck with this mysterious bottle of white powder.
Does this ring any bells? Is that... Where'd you get that? I brought it from the office. You work at the Wright & Co. law offices, yes? Yeah, sorta.
Detective Sky, how do you know my daddy?
Daddy? I'm sorry, who did you say you were?
Trizzy, right? Phoenix Wright's daughter.
What? Mr. Wright has a daughter?
You seem shocked.
Well, if you're Mr. Wright's daughter and you're his apprentice, then I'm available to help you in any way I can. Oh, thanks. You can start by not calling me Mr. Wright's apprentice. This powder is used for detecting fingerprints. Fingerprints? I guess you might call it a memento from the time I spent with Mr. Wright. Who's her mom again? Unknown, unclear. No idea. White powder memories. If you find any evidence with fingerprints on it, please let— oh my god, my voice. Please let me know. Well, that's her prints. Well, she's quite the eager beaver all of a sudden. Oh, okay. My headcanon is that Wright procreated via mitosis then? She is adopted. Thank you for the drink water. And this is Mr. Eldoon's noodle stand, obviously.
It does say Eldoon in big letters, doesn't it?
And that mark on the paper lantern there looks familiar.
It's going to be a little weird telling him, what with a corpse and all.
Anyway, that wraps up 3 of our cases.
That's right. Congratulations, Apollo.
Leaves us with 1 case that's worse than all 3 put together! Murder! Your headcanon is Phoenix got game like that? Oh, what happened to the pinned message? Damn. Never mind. Wow, that's a big soup can and salt and leak on the salt and a table and... Damn, this dude on the lantern is dying. Rip. Tragic. Headcanon, Trucy is Phoenix's daughter from the future. She needs to ensure her parents meet or else she'll be erased from existence. So true, Stillwater. Miku reference. It's a knife! A shiv, to be precise.
Ooh, lingo!
The defendant, Waki Kataki, is the son of known gangsters. The police are assuming this belongs to him. Wait, but wasn't the murder weapon a pistol? Oh, look at this. There's a handprint on this shiv. A handprint? Then there might be a fingerprint. Let's investigate. The tutorial. Right, first, choose the fingerprint you want to examine. Choose a fingerprint? Look closely at the handle. See, there's more than one fingerprint there.
Those black spots.
That's right. Pick the one you want to analyze. Oh, that's not a fingerprint. Sure. Right, let's get detecting. Wow, she's practically glowing with excitement. First, sprinkle some aluminum powder. Yep, aluminum, American English, nice. Sprinkle some aluminum powder over the print. With a press of space, like this, see? The oil left by the print absorbs the aluminum powder, so you just dust it on. And blow it off.
Blow?
It's like whistling. You know how to whistle, don't you? Just use R and... Can't believe they spelled aluminium wrong. You spelled it wrong too! You literally also spelled it wrong!
Wow, amazing. It's like magic.
Isn't it though? Right, let's give it a shot. Incidentally, it's important that you cover the entire fingerprint with the powder. Whee! I am dumping the entire bottle onto the screen. Good. Clear. Quite impressive. Next, to match the print. The police officer has samples so he can tell whose finger this print belongs to. Huh, that doesn't sound like as much fun as actually finding the print. Okay, pick the person whose print you think this is. You probably have a good idea whose knife this is already. Okay, so it is his knife. So the fingerprints do belong to the defendant. Yes, isn't it amazing? The power of science. It's my life.
Apollo, she's sparkling.
And I'm dimming. Look sharp, spirits up. The real fight is yet to come.
Chin up, Polly.
The trial hasn't even started and I'm already losing. Knife added to the court record. This mannequin is dressed up to look like a police officer. I've seen one at the station. A mannequin in place of a body. The body of the victim has already been removed.
Do you think the victim was the noodle stand thief?
What, you think someone killed him because he stole it?
Yeah, taking care of business, Little Plum Kentucky style.
Try not to sound too eager about that, please. Please. Okay, so she's 21. She's 15. She's 42. She's 25 now, okay. Waki's 19. How old is he? He's 24? How old are we? Are we 22? Let's go. I ship it. Cute age gap. I don't actually ship it. I'm mostly memeing. I'm like anticipating, because I remember someone said like way back when I was playing the first game and like freaking out about Edgeworth being so emotionally constipated and thus making the Rightworth ship like so appealing. That there was someone even more flamboyant? Promiscuous? I don't know the word that was used. But like the flirting goes even crazier in this trilogy was what I was heard. And if it's not Clavier Gavin, I'm going to be disappointed. Farina, what? Oh my god. There's gotta be a good clue or two around here.
You and your trash cans, go ahead, knock yourself out.
Please, can't you see I'm doing my— Huh? Look! Another pair of underwear?
Wow, Apollo, you're a genius at finding bloomers.
Stop saying that. Wait, these are—
They're not mine.
Yes, you dumb bitch! We found yours already. Oh, she's 15. Oh, and she actually goes to school, so I can't call her homeschooled anyways. How do I insult her without, like, I don't know, I can't call, like, I can't be, like, that mean to a 15-year-old. Yes, you moron! They're not yours, we found yours already. There we go. I'll just call her a moron. Could these have been stolen too? Child of single parent? Nah. It's not Phoenix's fault that he's single. He probably has trauma from like Dahlia. Call her a nincompoop. Blue tarps have been placed on the stand around, placed on the ground around the stand.
Apollo, I bet the victim was going to have a picnic here.
I guess he could have eaten all the noodles he wanted. Don't touch those! Those are preserving the crime scene. Oh, I guess the police put those tarps here after all. Can we go give the lady her pants back? Your favorite dumb insult is single-celled organism. That's a pretty good one. Wait, she's not here. An impressive gate befitting the Kitaki mansion. Look at the nameplate, Kitaki, that's so cool. Short and blunt like any good gangster. Okay. Okay, she wants to change the Write Anything Agency to WAA. Yeah, okay, sure, whatever. How's Eldune's house? Oh wait! I didn't talk to Emma! Maybe that's why no one's here. I need to talk- I didn't talk to her, right? I am the single-celled organism. The report came in late last night. The body was found, much as you see it now. Except it was a real body. But why? Why was the body pulling a noodle stand? If I knew the answer to that, I wouldn't still be here. Well, what was the cause of death? A bullet wound to the temple. He was shot by a pistol.
A pistol?
Not the easiest thing to come by in this day and age. Unless you're a cop or a gangster. Incidentally, the victim's name was Palmeractus. Palmeractus? What is this pun? I just received the autopsy report, in fact. Updated autopsy report. Single bullet to the right temple. I mean, really, what's up with this case? It's enough to make me want to run off, pulling a mysterious noodle stand behind me.
Not so mysterious, actually. We should tell her, Apollo. After all, we know where the stand came from.
A likely story. I didn't come here to play games, you know. Actually, we do know where the noodle stand came from. The noodle stand's owner is... Take that! Who's the old guy? This is the proprietor... Why can't I say this word? This is the proprietor of Eldune's Noodles. Mr. Eldune himself.
He's famous in this part of town.
Not bad. I guess Mr. Wright picked the right kids for the job. That saved me a lot of work. Thanks.
What sort of person was the victim anyway?
You mean what did he do? He was a doctor. A doctor? I'm starting to see a connection here. Who? Me? I'm just the supervisor for this crime scene. Detective Sky, huh? I was out of the country for a while. I came back to be a forensic scientist.
Oh, were you studying abroad?
Something like that. I was studying in Europe. Forensic sciences, mind you. But when I got back here, they threw me in criminal affairs, just like that.
Why didn't you just become a forensics expert in Europe?
Well, I suppose that was an option, but I had a lot of favors to repay to people back here. Favors? Wasn't she in high school when she left? What? What's that look for? I was involved in a incident before I left, but Mr. Wright and his people helped me out. I owed them.
Really? I had no idea.
She's been out of the country for a while. He probably doesn't know about Mr. Wright's current, state of affairs. Could you tell us a bit about the defendant? He's the only son of the Kitaki family, yeah? Waki Kitaki. I don't know if he is the boss's son, but he's certainly throwing his weight around. Violently, in the detention center.
I see.
Why was he arrested in the first place? You are a defense attorney, aren't you? You're not his by any chance. Actually... Yeah, yep, yes I am. I am indeed defending Waki Kitaki. Well, we have a witness to the moment of the crime. The witness called the police. They'll be testifying during the trial tomorrow.
What?
Could you tell us a bit more about the victim? Well, let's see. Apparently he's the physician at a clinic in the area. Quite well off, too, from the sound of it. The clinic's name is the Maractus Clinic.
Maybe that's why the cop car was parked there.
What? You've been to the clinic? Yeah, though on a related issue. told her about the noodle stand. I see. So that means Dr. Maractus stole the stand and pulled it all the way here? That would seem to be the case. But why? Don't ask me. So, have you met the defendant? No. Visiting hours are almost over at the detention center. You might think about wrapping up here and heading over. Good idea. I don't know what good it'll do. We have a witness and a knife with prints. Have I mentioned I've got a bad feeling about this? Don't worry, it's like a right tradition. Some traditions I can live without! Okay, well she's telling me to go to the detention center. Wait, if I present her my badge now, will she say something different? I am... Ah! An attorney's badge. It reminds me of when Mr. Wright was still defending. Everything I have now is thanks to him. Remember? Help as many people as you can. That's your job.
She's right, Polly. Let's make a difference. Is something wrong?
No, nothing. I actually felt inspired for a moment there. Damn, Apollo's kind of like a jaded zoomer and I'm here for it. I relate. Okay, we want to go here. And then we want to go here. 100 detention center visitors room. Sorry, meeting hours were there all done. Well, we still have 3 minutes. I'll put in your request, but don't expect anything. Father's talking in the private room with him.
The father? You mean like a priest?
No, he probably means like his dad. I mean the suspect's father, Mr. Winfred Big Wins Winfred Big Wins Kitaki himself. I'm the type of hi buddy that starts ruining the vibe by talking about how life means nothing and shit. Why would I mean... Yeah, a little. The last time I got high, I was also drunk. So I kind of just like sat on the couch and they were watching like Game of Thrones or something, and then I was just like time traveling. Like I would close my eyes for a little bit and then like 2 hours would pass. And then it was like 6 a.m. and then I like threw up. And then I never had weed ever again. Not something I care to... Die, you! You're the one on your way out! Oh. Ah, they're here. I've seen an anime about this guy. What's it called? The Way of the House Husband? Whoa! This guy radiates power. Power with a cute apron? Iwaki's lawyer. Yes, sir! Well, I'm Big Wins Kitaki, 4th head of the Kitaki family, capiche?
Actually, I came to speak to your son.
Mr. Justice? Yes! My son's innocent. He killed no one. If he were found guilty, it wouldn't be good. Capiche?
Yes! I'm all about capiching. Capiche? Loud and clear!
You gotta do more than just understand to make it. You'll learn, though. Even if the lesson comes at the end of your short life. I don't feel so good. Mr. Wright, I don't feel so good. What did you get me into? What's the big idea, old man?
Can't treat me like a kid no more. Not now. You know why? I
wanted to go to the Clink. I like it here. You must be walking? What? What is the sentence? A G's not a G till he does the hard time, Zooey. You'll see. When I get out of here, things will change. Silence. My apologies, Mr. Justice. He's usually such a nice boy. Forgive me if I have a hard time believing that? Huh! You can't take me under your wing this time, old man. You heard me? I don't need no trial, I did it! I think that's enough for today, Mr. Justice. Don't let me down tomorrow. Oh my god, does he want to go to jail because he thinks it's cool? It's so Jover. It's so Jover. So much for talking to our client.
We made so much progress today. We even found my bloomers. I had fun, at least.
Of course, the biggest mystery of all remains. How am I supposed to build a case for that trial?
Oh, I almost forgot. It's time for my show. Tonight, I'm performing at the Wonder Bar. You should come check it out.
To be continued. Written in like default Google font number 3. June 16th, 9:46 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Huh. Mr. Wright's not here today?
He said his old foot injury was acting up.
Old injury? He was all smiles yesterday.
Yeah, he smiled when he said, "We'll be fine as long as you're there, Trissy."
Yeah, fine, we'll be fine. Here comes justice! I started my voice training at 5 this morning.
Oh, do some now. I wanna see, here. I wanna hear.
Huh? Oh, okay. My name is Apollo Justice and I'm fine!
That sounds more like a self-mantra than voice training.
I'm fine, you know what I'm saying? Clavier Gavin. I'm fine, you know what I'm saying. Oh, it's not Clavier. I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. It was our defendant. Shit! Good morning! Yo, sup? In with the guilty verdict, G? See if I care. You just hang loose and let things go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Not really. Waki, don't be running your mouth like that in here. See, that's the difference between me and you, old man. I ain't afraid of no cops. Real G's can't keep it real till they spend some hard time in the pen. Oh my god, he's fucking... He's 19? Like, probably hasn't really been primed to take over the family business yet. He's like such a wannabe gangster. Oh my god. These parents raised their kid wrong. You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Sounds like they've both been voice training too, Apollo.
My worst fears realized. The trial's starting and I still haven't had a real talk with my client. Ah! Bro thinks he Naruto. Yeah, real. He does think he's Naruto. 10 a.m. Yo! Yo! Sheesh! That stance, though. Court. Oh, wait, this is the judge. What was my judge voice? Court is now in session for the trial of Waki Kizaki. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready to rock and roll here, Judge.
Ah, it's him. The guy from yesterday. He's a prosecutor?
It's Mr. Gavin's brother. I mean, like, he's no Edgeworth. He's not even a Godot. And he's definitely no Franziska. But, like, this man has swag, you know? I don't like him. From, like, a aesthetic standpoint. I think the way that his, like, maybe not half, like a quarter of his chest is just out like that is a little slutty. He's off-putting. He's off-putting because he has the same hair as his murderer brother. But you know, rock and roll, so like I guess the V-neck is okay, like the 2 or 3 shirt buttons open. The popped collar is a little unacceptable, I think. Like, come on, dude. You're in court. Like, put your collar down and put it under your jacket like a normal person. Like, what is this? What is this? But other than that, he better flirt with Apollo so hard. I've seen some, like, out-of-context screenshots, and I'm, like, ready to find the context.
Oh, long time no see, Prosecutor Gavin. Oh, were you taking a leave of absence?
Yeah, like, my brother got arrested for murder. So I took a mental health month. You know how it goes. You know that little band I started in my free time? Thing is, we got real popular. Hard to say 9 to your fans when 3 of your singles go platinum, ja? Oh wait, he's like German? Okay, I better start pronouncing some words weird then.
Oh, I see. To be honest, I was a little concerned. I fear that you might still be distraught over that one trial.
Not to worry here, Herr Judge. I wouldn't miss this day in the world, miss this day in court for the world. It's worth even more than VIP passes to one of my concerts, ja? How could I pass up a chance to see the true strength of the little boy who bested my brother? Little boy? Dog, you're 2 years older than me! It was worth canceling a show or two.
Oh, understood. You may give your opening statements to the court.
And before that, I was thinking, is the air in this courtroom not a bit serious?
Oh, it is a court of law.
That's no way to get the crowd jumping, Herr Judge.
Oh, they're not supposed to jump. This is the courtroom.
Achtung, baby. Today, we play it my way. The electric guitar is electric guitaring. This music's... I guess this is his theme? It's okay. It's not as much of a banger as, like, the DL6 theme, but... What's that noise? Sometimes you have to get on up in order to get down to prosecuting.
This is crazy.
The victim, Paul Maractus, director of the Maractus Clinic. The scene, People Park. He was found pulling a noodle stand.
What in the world was a doctor doing pulling a noodle stand?
Yes, I believe. You will only find that out by asking the defendant right here, right now. Because it's an undeniable truth that he shot the victim. What do you mean undeniable? Okay, his little smirk, oh my god, he's punchable, I think. He's very punchable. If you are to glare at anyone, Herr Justice, glare at the punk in the defendant's chair. His crime was witnessed quite clearly, you see.
Oh, very well. Please admit this witness to the court.
What? What was that? That was kind of pog, actually. I'm kind of a fan. Bop is truly just such a good word to describe him. That was, oh my god, that was so funny. 9. Not yet. First, there is a little matter to be cleaned up. Did you talk without the accompaniment?
I swear I could see the guitar for a second. Well, what is it, Prosecutor Gavin?
The motive, Herr Judge. Why did the little punk do it? Why did he kill the director of the Maractus Clinic?
Not so fast. The defendant doesn't have to explain that.
Oh, but what if the defendant specifically requests to do so, as he did this morning? I want to give a shout out to all my homies, I believe he said. I read the first line, and then I read the second line, and then it didn't register in my brain until now what the sentence was. What? What is right?
They always say that on stage. You should hit the crowd with speed and ferocity. Sounds like he got you good, huh, Polly? Well, this is highly unusual, but the court will now hear from the defendant concerning the motive in the crime.
This is going to be so bad. This is going to be so bad.
Oh, so you son are the defendant Walkie, are you?
I ain't your son, old man. Call me son one more time. You step to a Kitaki, you best be prepared to step strong. You step to a public official, you'd best prepared to step into jail.
You gotta hand it to him, Walkie sure has guts.
It's not his guts I'm worried about. Yeah, it's his brain, bro.
Oh well, then the court will now hear testimony on the defendant's motive from the defendant himself.
Walkie Kitaki's truth in quotation marks. I'll tell you one thing, that doctor was a quacker! Someone had to show him what's what. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my op something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye? So I gotta go in, get another doc to patch me up again. That's the day I done figured it out. No OG's gonna let that pass. That's why I went to his pad that night, know what I'm saying?
You're saying you were one of the victim's patients?
A lot of stuff goes down when keeping it real on the street, true that. I don't know. He's such a poser. I don't even know, like, half the words, like, what he's trying to say. I tell you one thing, that doc was whack.
Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
You feel like they're gonna have the same judge for these cases 1,000 years in the future? Dude is immortal. I'm really curious to see what the judge in The Great Ace Attorney, which I think is set like 100 years before this, what that judge looks like. If it's the same guy, that would be so hype. I can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing about all this. Me and Clavier. What do? Quacker. He was a quacker. Not to be confused with cracker. I mean, hold it. First of all, the word you're looking for is quack. And isn't that a little harsh? He's your family doctor. What's you, Pointlocks? Who do you think you are? You're a lawyer? Look, I ain't trying to hear that. He was a quacker, plain and simple. Okay, that was one of these sentences of all time. Someone had to show him what's what. By someone, you mean, was there anyone with a score to settle with this doctor? Besides you, I mean. Ask someone else, Holmes. What do I care? I made up my own mind and did what had to be done. Straight gangsta style. But why were you so mad at this doctor? Yo, sit back and listen while I drop it, J-Man. So, you were a patient at the Maractus Clinic half a year ago? For what reason? What you might call a mark of honor? Can you explain precisely what was wrong? We had a little run-in with the Rivales family. That's when I pulled a Jack move. We ran into an ambush. She busted a cap right in me. According to my sources, you couldn't stand the stress of waiting. And ran in 15 minutes before the appointed time by yourself. Hey, it was more than a match for those guys. Oh, so you were carried to the Maractus Clinic from here? Dude got shot? Yeah, he was 15 minutes early to some meeting and then got shot and then went to the clinic. Apparently he was shot in the heart. Shot in the heart and he's still alive?
I can catch bullets between my teeth, but I never learned how to catch them with my heart.
Bullet stopped just short of my thumper, you know what I'm saying? I would've been golden if it weren't for that whack dog. Can't even take out a stupid bullet. So, as you say, the surgery was a failure. That ain't all of it, Holmes! And you just left me go without a word, see you later. What the what is this story? What do you mean he just let you go without a word? What do you think it means? Whack, that's what. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds bad. It sounds as though Herr Doctor wished to hide his mistake. This is why he let— Oh, voice crack. Oh, I can't do this. This is why he let the defendant go. I'm just not hip. I need to be fresh like him word. I don't know. Like, he's speaking— I don't know, this is what I imagine, like, children's hip-hop to sound like. Like, he reminds me of a Just Dance character trying to speak like AAVE or something like that. Like, I don't know, there's something about him that's, like, off-putting. Or like he's speaking like he's in the Cyberpunk Edge Runners universe. I think. Like, I'm confused. Like, I literally, like, what is— he's a badder G than me. Like, what? Like, is that a— I don't understand the connotations of, like, half of the words that are coming out of his mouth. This is maybe just me being, like, too whitewashed. Or, like, too gentrified or something. He's a liar, straight up. He's a badder G than me. So, this bullet is still— Know it! I can still feel it! Right there in my chest, pressing up against my heart! Your words are like a bullet shot straight into my heart. Or something to that effect. Incidentally, that's from one of our hit singles. Well, that sounds like a straightforward case of malpractice. Heard, J-Man, weren't no accident, that's for shizzle. Or like, this reminds me of like a early Nigahiga video. Like, he's acting like someone took like How to Be Gangster, one of the OG YouTube videos, and then turned it into a person. A bullet still stuck in someone? Sounds familiar. It seems that there were issues with this doctor. And putting him down was like doing the world a favor. Walkie! Please consult your lawyer before saying things like that. This is what Capcom thinks street kids talk like. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, Isn't he from like a prominent like mafia or like yakuza family? Shouldn't he have more class than this?
Chin up, Apollo. Back street. Oh, but why did this mistake only come to light that day?
It was found during the family health checkup. The family checkup? That was the wackest thing of all! All those G's lining up, taking eye exams, all that. Better die young than fade away, bizoy. A relief to hear.
Eh? Oh,
what's a relief? Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart, if not attended to immediately, it could kill you. What? Yes, Herr Dr. Maractus had the knowledge concerning this ticking time bomb in you. Knowledge that could have saved your life. No way! That's whacked. There's proof. Your checkup report. But yeah, bro is not Iron Man, real. How ironic that you would kill the one man capable of helping you. You're almost as careless as he was. Well, now that the place is hopping, let's get this gig started.
Started?
We've had enough of a warm-up act, Ja. Time to hear from the witness.
Milwaukee sure is quiet all of a sudden.
I'm a little uneasy myself. Is this Gavin's strategy? What in the James Charles is this? So, you will tell us your name and occupation. Okay, this man is nerd emoji. So nerd emoji.
My name is Wesley Stickler.
By occupation, I take it... What the motherfuck?
He's unemployed, but however, we must acknowledge the meaning of identity, which is commonly attached to the notion of occupation, and once we have accepted this reality, we see that our confusion is not just thought, per se, but derivatives of the vagueness inherent in all representative lines of thought. By which he means...
Bestie, what?
By occupation, I take it you refer to some labor that profits society at large and supports a livelihood, under which definition I must confess to being unemployed. However, we must acknowledge the meaning of identity, which is commonly attached to this notion of occupation. And once we have accepted this reality, we see that our confusion is not just thought per se, but derives from the vagueness inherent to all representations of thought.
Why is bro so yassified? What in the JoJo? Real. Does he not remind you of James Charles? If James Charles, like, went to school? Dude is mooing. By which he means to say is that he is a student. A junior at, Ivy University, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, in the Department of Science and Engineering.
Oh my god. Oh man. Okay. Bro's an MIT student, alright. I can channel that energy. I can just read this normally.
Filled with curiosity for all things, I spend my days in pursuit of truth, honing my...
Herr Stickler, please direct said curiosity to the case at hand today.
Oh, very well, Mr. Stickler. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the night of the crime. I'm gonna kill myself.
This man definitely says, this is true. Instead of yes. That's it. That's it. That's the entire roast. It's also a bit of a self-roast. That night, I passed through the park on my way home from shopping when I saw them. One man pulling a stand, another man facing him. I saw them quite clearly. The man facing the victim was the defendant. In his hand, he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. A shot. The bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the front, square in the forehead. Actually? Was there anyone else in the park at that time? I can say with 100% accuracy that there was not. The pistol our witness refers to is this. Oh, the court accepts this into evidence. Very well, Mr. Justice. You may cross-examine the witness. Trucy, why are you staring like that at the witness?
That man. I can't help but feel I've seen him somewhere before.
I can just do this, right? Passed through the park on my way home from shopping, saw a man pulling a gun, blah blah blah, held a gun, yup. A shot, the bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the front, square in the forehead. That's wrong. Look at his cheekbones. You know how this man's a college student? It's because he doesn't eat. He's on that college student diet. Look at the fucking sunken in face. Ugh, if that's all of it, I think I have a chance. Is that you relaxing? I see, Herr Justice. Huh? Oh, objection!
Oh, once is quite enough, Mr. Justice. Apollo, pace yourself. This trial's not over yet.
Right. Look at this.
The autopsy report. Is there a problem with the autopsy report?
Right, a problem. Problem. Yes! The problem is the location of the entry wound.
The location?
You testified that the killer shot the victim square in the forehead, did you not?
I have already determined your angle of inquiry. Allow me to explain. It is quite simple, really. First, understand that when I say square, I speak not of geometrical absolute. What do I mean by this? For example, the deflection of a meter is the wavelength of light emitted by a krypton particle, blah, blah, blah. It is very well-known fact that krypton particles are invisible to the naked eye, which points to the basic fallacy in your line of reasoning, mainly that my man is yapping and saying nothing of scientific interest. I hope he's the killer. You're so real for that. Honestly, me too. Oh, Mr. Justice.
Yes?
What's your objection to these krypton particle things?
This is the big time, and you are obsessed with something so small, you disappoint me. No! I'm obsessed with something big! I mean, there's a bigger, less nitpicky problem here.
Oh, do tell.
Just look at the autopsy report. The location of the entry wound was the right temple.
Oh, temple.
Mr. Stickler, you said quite clearly that the victim was shot square in the forehead. That's a contradiction, isn't it? We're such an unconfident little bean. I don't know. Apollo's growing on me. It is right! Finally!
Objection!
Hair justice. Oh, hair justice. Yeah? Your tactics are outdated. Trying to shake the witness by objecting to trifles. Surely you haven't forgotten the fatal wound your master suffered 7 years ago. Phoenix Wright, was it? Look, I know the wound was in the wrong place according to this testimony. Yep. What is this? Hey, hair forehead. Hair forehead. His eyes giving you conniptions. Yeah, for real. Forehead? Let us imagine you are walking through the park. You see two men facing each other, one with a pistol trained on the other. What would you do, hair forehead? Well, I guess I would try to stop them. I'd probably shout, "Stop!" And you, Fraulein?
Me? Well, I'd probably scream, "Eek!"
And you, Hair Stickler? What did you shout, I wonder? Oh. The victim turned his head at the last moment. Oh, yeah. Yes. Thank you for jogging my memory.
It sounds like an addendum to the testimony is required.
As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action.
Cease this at once, you two!
I cried, with composure. The victim turned into the direction of my voice, and a shot rang out.
Hey, sisters!
Sorry.
Whereupon our cowardly killer, the defendant, appeared to have been frightened. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene.
He really looks like James Charles.
I see, so you attempted to stop the crime.
Indeed. With composure.
Well, maybe the criminal wouldn't have fired if he hadn't shouted like that. Yeah, so really Mr. Stickler is the one who did the murder and our guy's innocent. Boom, checkmate, get fucked.
That doesn't really matter now, unfortunately. Let us consider this new testimony, shall we? Observe the diagram, if you would. The witness, Mr. Stickler, was it? Stood here. He shouted, "Oh, stop, please," or something of this nature. And the victim responded by looking in the witness's direction. If the killer were to have fired at just that moment, as we can see, the bullet would have struck the right temple, as in the report.
Well, that does seem to be the case. Witness the power of a junior in Ivy University's Department of Science.
You're 22 years old and a junior? Holy shit, man.
Oh, very well, Mr. Justice. You may cross-examine the witness.
Do they have like mandatory, what's it called? Mandatory military in Japan or something? And in fact, Stickler was actually modeled after me. I was most certainly not 22 when I was a junior. I am offended by that.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Let us cross-examine the witness.
JSDF is all volunteer force? Why is he so old? Then. Usually, don't you graduate university when you're 18? So when you're a junior, shouldn't you be 21? Or 20? I don't know. I'm actually 35 as of now. Yeah. True. Korea is non-volunteer force that I may be thinking of. I think I was thinking of Singapore actually, but like, yeah. Close enough. You're a senior at 26, don't do this to me. Oh no. I don't mean to like make people feel bad. Especially with like COVID and everything. Everyone obviously has their own situation. But I'm just saying that like this man is too old. It's like, you know when you're in elementary school or like middle school or whatever, and then there's like the kids with the late birthdays who would get held back a year? Like, my birthday's in December, right? But there would be kids like 1 year plus older than me who were born in like the year before mine, in like September or like October or November or something, who would like still be in the same grade. And like maybe this is toxic of me, but I've always been like, damn, like that's crazy. Like you were either what, like too stupid or too emotionally immature when you were a kid to like go to school with the year that you're supposed to go to school with? So you just got held back? I actually have a family friend. If you remember that beach story, like there's like one of the kids that I got into a fight with actually has the exact same birthday, same day, same year, but he's currently like, well, he got held back a year because he was just like emotionally immature. Like literally the words that his mom used to me. Like when she was describing like, yeah, like, you know, she was saying I actually had lunch with him when I was in California. And his parents too, because they were there also. And she was telling me like about reflecting on our childhood, that like, yeah, 就是看就说你she said to me like, oh, 你小时候就感觉比我们家儿子成熟多了. And I like when which was like yeah, like I felt like when you were little you were like so much more mature than our kid. And like obviously like how do you respond to that? But like this just like strikes me, I don't know. My self-esteem is not usually very high in places, but like when a kid's own parents is roasting him in front of me, I can't help but get a little bit toxic about it. Yeah, in front of him! Is it standard Asian parent talk? It is standard Asian parent talk, I guess. Which is like, I don't know, it's its whole own thing. But like, yeah. I guess a part of it was also like generally being on the younger side for my grade. But I always felt that like, especially like these kids who had like behavioral problems when they were like 4 or something and just lose a year of their life to like more childhood. I always felt a sense of toxic superiority. So that's why I'm roasting this guy. You know you're fucked up when your parents don't even shit talk you in front of their friends. No! It's over. That's devastating. I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, anyways, back to this. Deviation to my childhood. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled the scene. That's the one line I remember. Cease this at once, you two. The victim turned, a shot rang out, cowardly killer became frightened, tossed the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. What? You didn't try to apprehend the crim- That's not what I wanted you to ask. I was like, what? How? Gun? I don't know. You didn't try to apprehend the criminal? It all happened so fast, I'm afraid I hadn't the time.
This is something about that circuitous odd, Apollo.
What?
The killer was in a hurry, right? He fired the pistol and tossed it right away.
According to the testimony, that's what happened, yes.
In that case, I'd expect to find something that we didn't find.
Find something? Find what?
I like that contradiction. Kinda sad to see it go.
Not as sad as I feel. What do we do now?
At least the testimony's getting a little clearer.
He's right. Maybe I can find something to use in this new testimony. Okay, and then now it loops, right? Okay, so it's that last one. He threw the pistol aside. He threw the gun aside. Weapon left at the crime scene. 2 rounds were fired. Fingerprints were wiped. Okay, no fingerprints. Owned. Owned! Wait a second.
Just another misleading request. Yet you're so beholden to your own mode of discourse, you can't even see how it affects you.
Oh my god, this motherfucker is just taking everything literally. Please. Damn. You think you have some great parents? They always praise you to others, which does put you under a bunch of pressure to meet their expectations. Your parents are just old and you're the youngest. Oh, so they already had, like, so many tries to learn how to parent. And then by the time that you came around, they really just figured it out. Hi, Doremi, big fan. This man is called Stickler. He's very actually coded. I don't know. Like, why are you taking wait a second literally?
You're so beholden to your own mode of discourse, you can't see how it affects you.
Like, shut the fuck up. Come again?
Wait a second, you say? A second? Are we intended to wait just that? A single second? 1/60th of a minute? That's hardly enough time to draw a breath, let alone make a statement in court. Now, how'd you ask for a longer period of time? Say 3 minutes, 35 seconds? Mr. Justice!
Yes, Your Honor!
Am I to understand you're objecting to the length of a second?
Yes, I mean, no, you're just... Oh, look at the pistol! It doesn't have a single fingerprint on it.
Oh, a common ploy made all the more oh wait, this is Stickler. Oh, a common ploy made all the more common, I fear, by the prevalence of television. Criminals these days are loath to leave fingerprints.
Wait, but you said the killer tossed the gun and ran.
That's right! He didn't have time to wipe the gun for prints.
Ah, the little girl sticking it to the university student. There's a song in there.
I'm not little!
Then let's think like adults, shall we, Fräulein?
Eh?
What if the killer, the defendant, was wearing gloves?
Gotta admit, I didn't think of that, Apollo! Well, Mr. Justice.
Could the killer have been wearing gloves? No, because he left fingerprints on this, I think, is what the game wants. The record of the murder weapon is very clear about one thing. The fingerprints were wiped, which means that some trace of prints remained, which contradicts your testimony. If everything happened as you say it did, he wouldn't have had time to wipe the pistol. Why is Apollo so small sometimes? I think he's just short. Like, he's actually just short. I wonder what book that is. It's probably like Ivy University's equivalent. I'm assuming Ivy University is a reference to Ivy League. The equivalent of like the Harvard book or something like that. The Harvard book is a book that actually exists, by the way. It's this extremely stuck-up book about Harvard, written by just like a bunch of like Harvard men. About like the stuff that goes on over there, I guess. When I was in high school, we had book awards from like universities and stuff. And I remember like one of my good friends, she won the Yale Book Award, and it was like an actually like interesting book. I mean, it was nonfiction, but it was like someone's like biography or something like that. I don't remember who it was. And then I got the Harvard book. And it was like the most like stale ass, boring ass read in my entire life. Harvard is like the Cambridge of America. Yes. Yes. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. It's this! I found it! Holy shit! Oh, I got it for free. Oh my god, it cost $82! What the fuck is this? Here, yep. This is... This is still at my parents' house. I hate this so much. I remember reading like the first 5 pages and I just like could not stand it anymore and I did not read it ever since. When I apply to grad school, if I get in there, I will read it. We can read it together. Fucking, what's it called? Audiobook stream.
Oh, that may be, but it does not change what I saw. The killer, the defendant, he threw down the murderous weapon from his hand and fled! This pistol was found at the scene of the crime, strongly suggesting that this was the weapon he disposed of.
That sounds solid to me. Well, Herr Forehead, any of your precious objections?
What gives, Apollo? Let's see that voice training go to work.
You know, I've only recently realized something. No matter how much you train your voice, it doesn't matter if you have nothing to say.
What do you mean, nothing to say? Isn't it obvious from what the witness just said?
Huh? Isn't what obvious?
What he restated. Well, when he restated what he saw just now, he said that he saw Waki drop a murderous weapon. But that's not the same as being 100% sure of what Waki threw away.
You're right.
He's just confused because the pistol was found at the scene. Poor Mr. Stickler. It must be hard being so perfect and yet so wrong.
Well, it can be said that I'm quite offended. Yeah, and it's red too. That's going to be my headcanon. This man is a Harvard man. But he has STEM Lord, Debate Lord energy. Apply to Imperial? I mean, I was thinking of applying to some British colleges, but it's very far away. Honestly glad that you seem to hate Ivy League pretentiousness as much as I do despite going to a good school. I think it's like cringe to think that a school is good just because it has a lot of history. Or like not good, but like I don't know. You hear stories through the grapevine, I guess. Of like the weird like cocaine parties. I think like the issue that I have with most, no, maybe not most, but like the older Ivy League schools is that they all do legacy admissions. Which is cringe. Cringe and bad. I think I've told this story on stream before, but when I was in 10th grade, I think like the captain of one of the clubs that I was in was in 12th grade applying to college, right? And like when results came out, one of my friend's older brothers, who was not him, who was like widely regarded as like one of the top students of their year, like got rejected from like a bunch of like these old Ivy League schools. But the math team captain, was it math team captain, science team captain, one of those, like the captain of the club, got into Harvard, and we were asking like, oh, like what was your SAT score, like, Because we knew that like the other guy had gotten like a really good grade, a really good score on his standardized tests. And he, instead of answering the question, he said 1831, which is not a valid score. And then, well, we all know that it's not a valid score, so we're like, huh? What? No? Also, if that's out of 2400, that's really bad. And he was like, that's the year that my family started donating to Harvard. Which is crazy! That's longer than my university existed. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like, this guy was a smart guy. And, like, he knew that it was bullshit, too. But his stance was kind of just like, yeah, but, like, you know, the other guy got into Stanford, so, like, he's not really complaining. And he would say that, like, the other kid, like, probably deserved the spot more than he did. But he was kind of just like, we take those. What a clown on his ass for the rest of the year. Pretentious fucker. Yeah, and his younger sister also currently is there, and his younger brother. I think his younger brother is also there right now. Yeah. Not even pretentious. I don't know. He was a nice guy. I got along with him fine. I haven't talked to him since he graduated from university, but from not university, from high school, but oh, he wasn't really a dick about it at all. He was like, yeah, like I know that this guy deserved it like a lot more, and then it's bullshit, but like there's nothing that like you can really do about it. So I hope they add Apollo Justice to Fortnite so he can hit 200 on Thanos and hit the gritty. What? Okay. 1831 is a pretty pretentious ass answer. It's pretty rude to ask someone for their SAT score. Especially since we were like a bunch of underclassmen who like what weren't even like that good friends with him. I don't know. Everyone you know shared your ACTs? I think like if that's not something that I don't know, I guess it depends. I guess I'm like not really conveying the story well enough, but like I promise you said it in like a pretty like sardonic and like yeah, like I know I'm a dumbass, so I don't want to tell you my SAT score, but like it doesn't matter because like such is legacy, and I know that legacy's bullshit, but I'm profiting, so like we take those. That was like I don't know. I don't know. I'm not conveying it very well, but like you know what I mean?
What we can say for certain is that the witness saw the killer throw something. Does the defense have anything to say about this?
Well, if what he threw wasn't a pistol, then it had to be something else. At least one person on the defense seems to be thinking. Ugh. I'll wipe that smile off your pretty face, Gavin! What? He's flirting back? Even though it's a mental line, but he's still flirting back. Damn, Apollo, start making out then. Yeah, it's like kiss.
Oh, perhaps you can inform the court as to the nature of this something else. What did the killer throw away before fleeing the scene? Is that a sword? I saw one of those on the late night movie last night.
Great, a sleep-deprived judge. This knife was found at the scene of the crime, with the defendant's prints on it.
His prints?
A single piece of evidence proves two important things. One, that what the defendant threw down wasn't a pistol. Two, that the defendant wasn't wearing gloves.
Indeed.
Oh, Hair Forehead. You're forgetting two other things you've just proven. Huh? One, that the man the witness saw was the defendant, Mr. Waki Kitaki. Two, that the defendant was holding a knife with the intent of harming the victim. Oh!
Indeed.
Never underestimate a Gavin is the lesson here.
This court is of the opinion that our witness is fond of making assumptions. In that light, I believe it would behoove us to hear about what really occurred. With less assuming, please. It is always the same with you people. Mark left the house on foot, and 5 minutes later, his brother left after him. How long would it take for Mark's brother to catch up to him? Assuming that Mark never had to stop for a traffic light. Assuming. Yes, that's what I said, assuming. As if that were a probable situation at all.
Wow, my man definitely does not do well on his math tests. I can't believe that this dude is a science major. Or someone in the School of Science and Engineering. I feel like the entire point of a School of Science and Engineering is making assumptions when reality doesn't fit your mathematical model. Like, why are you being such a, like, a debate lord, like, diction, like, nitpicker? What's wrong with you? This is so... I don't know. This is anti-everything that I learned in university. Becky watches Destiny!
Yet here you are assuming that my assumption is no better.
All I'm saying, if he's gonna be pedantic, he best be right. He's not, he's just gonna lie again. We're just gonna point out another contradiction again. We're going to objection his ass into oblivion.
What this court assumes is that the witness will testify as to what happened after the shot was fired.
Witness testimony. From shot to call.
I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used...
Oh my god, he used the word ergo. The way that I just automatically associate the word ergo with Edgeworth.
Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else.
Why didn't you chase the killer?
He was, as you say, a killer. Of course I could have run him down, yet what would he have done when cornered? Sadly, it takes more than an aptitude for solving quadratic equations to know that.
You are 22 years old. This is like 12-year-old shit. Bro. Did the testimony earlier not prove the defendant's presence at the scene? And do we not also know now that there was no one else there? It seems clear that we have our killer. Does it not?
Oh, does it not, Mr. Justice? I'd better find a way to take this testimony down quick.
A sufficiently intelligent Corvid could solve some quadratic equations. Crow versus Stickler. I cannot prevent the killer from leaving the scene, nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. When? That's not the when question. Wasn't your first thought to call an ambulance?
It can be said that I have dabbled in medicine. The injury I witnessed, namely a single shot to the head, tends to result in death. Ergo, there was no need for me to call an ambulance. Oh, a perfect syllogism, a proof in 3 parts. Exquisite! Simply exquisite.
Didn't say QED, not a real STEM major. He actually looks like he's gonna cry. I don't know what a syllogism is either. A form of deductive reasoning consisting of a major premise, a minor premise, and a conclusion. All humans are mortal, the major premise. I am a human, the minor premise, therefore I am mortal, the conclusion. Reasoning from the general to the specific, deduction. Oh, it's like the transitive property. He reads like a really bad law major. Kind of. Or like... Or like a classics major. Someone who studies like old books. And is like really, I don't know, particular about diction. Or word choice, rather. Yeah, he doesn't read like a STEM major at all. Yeah, he's too like actually. He's like one of those like hyper logical like literature analysis people. Can you tell us in detail about these 10 minutes?
I stood in a state of heightened awareness. Anything could happen at any moment. Anyone could appear from any direction.
Is that all?
No one came, nothing happened at all. I saw it all, which is to say, I saw nothing.
I've never met a STEM major that spoke in anything that wasn't Oonga Boonga outside of their area of study. For real! When you first learned that I was an MIT major, you thought I was gonna be one of them? I think that's valid. My, not coworkers. How do I describe these people? Like, people who are in the same position as me. People who also joined my company at the same time as I did. So like my work cohort, right? They all, I have had like more than one person be like, yeah, like you and the other MIT kid, you're like one of the most social ones. Like socially adept ones that I've ever met. And I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy! That's crazy. I don't know. I think like, especially since I'm almost a year since, it's almost been a year since I left university at this point, I've like regressed back into my high school state of like being a dumb bitch. He saw nothing, okay.
It was late at night. It's not odd to think there would be few people around in the park.
So he just stood there watching? Huh? Not much to go on there. Huh? Trucy, if you've got something to say, by all means, say! witness is way too self-assured. There's gotta be a weakness somewhere in this testimony. Press. Someday I too will return the monkey. Which way did the killer run?
Well, by that time it was clear the killer had noticed me. Actually, he ran in the opposite direction.
I mean, he ran in the opposite direction from the Kitaki mansion. Don't even think about pointing out that he was going away from his home. All he had to do was loop back once he was out of sight. Ugh, how did he know that's where I was going? Piercy is really just like... dotting all over the place. Okay, press. You were certainly composed for someone who had just witnessed the killing.
If one is to devote one's life to the pursuit of science, one must never flinch at the sight of a little blood. Nor be moved by a chemical discovery that drops one's flask upon the lab room floor.
You don't know how you'd describe it, but they'd use the fact that they was invented for this. Nah, that's cringe. I think, like... I try not to mention it, like, super often, because I don't want to come off as, like, bragging. And I think it's also, like, really, really fucking cringe when, like, say you went to Yale, right? And then someone asks you, like, where you went to college, and then you're like, oh, like, I went to school in Connecticut. Or, like, say you went to, like Harvard or MIT, right? And then someone asks you where you went to college, and you're like, oh, it's like near Boston. I went to like a small liberal arts school like in the greater Boston area. Like, bro, be normal. Like, what is that? So those are like some things that I have noticed, I guess, about my peers, and I try to avoid it because I think it's cringe as fuck.
Nor be so moved by a chemical discovery that one drops one's flask upon the lab room floor.
Oh, cool answer. Very cool.
Huh, so nothing strange about how he acted.
Piercy looks like she has something to say.
Ah, I can't find a single problem with that testimony.
Had enough at last, Hair Forehead. Maybe it's time to back off a bit? No?
The defense still has some questions that demand answers, Your Honor. Your opinion, Prosecutor Gavin?
Oh, let him play attorney until he's satisfied, I say. I will amuse myself by composing my next smash hit in my head.
Oh, very well. You may continue with the cross-examination.
Ah, fuck. No, I think I just hit the no button. Some of us have glamorous careers we'd like to get back to this month, Hair Forehead. They don't have enough to put Walkie away yet. Should I back off for now? Sure, whatever. Here in the land of rain, the conversation goes, hey, what do you study? I study X, oh cool, what uni? X, oh cool. Real.
Ah, there's nothing fishy about that testimony at all. It appears there are no objections to the witness's current testimony.
There are any number of ways to explain the lack of prints on the pistol, I assure you. Perhaps the killer really was wearing gloves which wiped the previous user's prints off. And after the deed was done, this fell out of his pocket as he was throwing the gun away. A mistake befitting of a small-time punk, in my opinion. No? No! That was a cartoonish face. Wait, did I just lose?
Oh, it seems we've come to the end of the line here.
No, wait, that can't be all! How unfortunate. It seems that you weren't cut out to stand on the same stage as me. Where are you, Hair Forehead?
I believe this brings the cross-examination to a close. This court will now declare a verdict for the defendant, Waki Kitaki.
Hold it.
Eek!
Trucy. What the fuck? Trucy?
Nobody move! What's the meaning of this? Who are you? There will be no verdict in this court, not yet!
Wait, are you one of the Kitakis?
The Kitakis? You mean the notorious gangsters? If you don't want to see me give the pretty little girl a new smile, do as I say. Adjourn the court for 20 minutes!
What? Oh, this is the judge.
What? This court will not bow to pressure from the likes of...
Air judge. I see little point in further aggravating this gentleman.
Recess! 20 minutes or I promise you'll regret it!
Wait! How did he disappear so fast? If this is one of Trucy's magic tricks, I'm going to scream and cry.
Come to the defendant lobby, Apollo. I suppose I have no choice but to adjourn for a 20-minute recess. Catch that mysterious man!
Hola, Chuni. Hope you're doing well. Oh my god, to be continued already. What is this? Do we continue? Doesn't even feel like 3. It's been 4 hours! Oh my god, it's 11 already. Do you think we can finish this trial today? I don't know how long the next part is. Ugh. I think we will call it here. Because my throat is a little tired. Okay, so there are 4 cases in this game, and we're currently on the second one. And then the next one is... Well, Clavier Gavin's in the middle, so we know it's gonna be a banger. And then the next one, Phoenix Wright's on it. So, well, we'll see. Is there another day of investigations? I have no idea. Let's see who's live right now. Is Bobo still live? Bobo is still alive. Thank you all very much for watching. This has been Ace Attorney. I'll be back. Bye!